Oh, my shoulders, my everything. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Oh, that was weirdly like I'm. Anyways, alright, that's pulled up. That's pulled up. What is good, gang? Oh, by golly. Am I coming in loud and clear? Hopefully, man. Let's see. Boom. Hi.
Raid Nate said, "Hey there, Grin.
Good,
How
guys?
are you doing, my friend?"
Did you come home, Raid, or nah? Did the weird elf, high energy, destructo mage summoner lady come home or no? Actually, I haven't been paying attention to the Discord, so if you guys did upload something that we're like, oh my god, I got her, I have not been aware. Although I did see someone like in one of the like gacha game Discords said they got like a 2 for one of these times, and I thought, what the fuck? Also, dude.
Lone Syndicate said, "What's up, Grin?" Also, Grin, I told you she was gonna be up.
Yeah, I didn't know that she was gonna be this up. Okay. But yes, she does seem quite good. And dude, the Rock'em Sock'em like Azura's Wrath fucking Tiger main guy is looking absolutely sick, and looks like he's kind of like heavily enabled by her. So we're hoping that we can secure her, but it does look like he's gonna be maybe next. It's weird because the other girl is not in there yet, but it's weird that like she would be in there and then immediately push forward, so you assume he's first and then she's come second. Anyways, but yes, guys, how was your week, by the way? We haven't seen each other for such a long time. Actually, that's true. It's not true at all. I streamed with Kat a little bit this week. On Kat's stream, I popped in there for a whole hour. If you guys wanted some bonus content after this stream, basically a podcast over at Kat's stream. So if you click on Kat's username right now, you go to his live streams. It's the live stream that's the newest. Yeah, watch that like a podcast. It was weirdly like a podcast. Unfortunately,
Lone Syndicate said no. He is second in the next.
Okay, so he is second. Weird. So the first one girl's not there. That's what we heard people saying. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, I did talk my ass off when we were talking. When I was with Kat. I probably should have let him take the stage more. That's my bad. Not every day I gotta talk to someone about some interesting things. Anyways, especially when there's like a one-on-one feedback type thing. But ladies and gentlemen, the game in the background is a game that I was thinking about streaming. Not a full week of streaming. But I want to get back into VR. I need to force myself to have a goal. And I think if, like, we complete this fucking game, basically. I don't care if it takes us 2 months. We chip away at it over time. There is problems. As you can see, there's some weird body problems, all that stuff. So, yes. So, I'm like, I'm feeling like I want to do that. But at the same time, I don't want to do it this week because we're going to have a VR stream this week, by the way. But then I seen that the Let It Die Death Inferno game thing demo was out. And I thought, fuck. Fine. Let's do it.
You know. Said, Grin, the best thing happened to me this week.
What is?
I gotta tell you.
Hit me right now. I'm ready. Today's gonna be a really weird stream. It's like we got like 40 minutes of whatever, and then we're gonna try to move over to Z's. And yes, also, dude, oh my god, the physics of wiping away the marker and it smushes. That's fucking crazy. Wow. Yeah, I want to play this. I want to play this. This is like one of the few AAA games we have in VR land. That's called Reach. Case in point. But yes. Let me see. It was hella fun. It was a good ass time. Yes, I can't always do it because I basically the only day that I have like kind of super open is Tuesday. Because Tuesday I don't have any exercise. So usually as soon as like 6 or 7 hits, I gotta start exercising, or else I'm going to bed at I usually eat at 9. And then if I need like an hour to like digest my food, etc. So then I go to bed at like 10. So yeah, it leaves like very little time. So Tuesday is the only day I don't have to exercise because it's my gap day. Same as Wednesday. But then we stream on Thursday. But we stream on Thursday, so that's not open either. So yeah, it's Tuesday my only day where I have it open. And sometimes I'm like shit. Sometimes I help my family with like the business, wherever it could be, right? So I gotta play it by ear kind of thing. So hopefully people who are interested or are like wanting to do that, like wouldn't mind me popping into the stream and saying hi and shooting the shit for a little bit. Would be opening some like randomly. I'm available now. Are we good? No. Okay, I'll come back next week or 2 weeks from now. Also, dude, I will say the only criticism I've heard from this game is that the thingies get gross.
11,234 said best part of my week was our stream. Shit was so cash, it's on our stream links chat. I had a blast, we gotta do it again.
Yeah, it was
I got a networking event tonight, so I'll have to disappear
Gotcha.
soon.
Enjoy the networking event. That sounds hella productive. A networking event, man. Sounds so exciting and also a little bit dreadful. Honestly, depends on how you feel about people. But apparently this game is like climbing the game. It's like mainly like there's some combat, there's some cool shit, but it's a very much like a parkour game, which actually I haven't ever got never been introduced to. And apparently this is one of the best versions of it because it's not just parkour. It's like you gotta like kill shit with a bow and stuff like that. We'll probably watch some of it as it goes on. But yes. Perhaps I shouldn't show the beginning too much, but fuck it. I feel like this is going to be one of those things for me. Less for the chat and like, oh my god, I'm so interested. But for me, it's going to be something cool. I get one every couple months. I'm like, this is a selfish ask, but I'm going to take it. Also, Raid says, dude, yeah, the fucking big guy is so cool.
So as you know, a few months back, I made my first OC, Cindy Chan, and this other streamer I watch, I shared my OC in her Discord.
Ooh.
Tell me why this week I get a DM from her, and it was fan art of my character.
Wait, what? Let's go. Wait, let me see. That's fucking verified. It's super exciting. Lone says, so, as you know, a few months back, I made my first OC, Cindy. Yeah, like the one character you posted in the fan art tab. Yeah. I don't remember the name of it because I'm terrible with names, but I remember you uploaded like what you call an OC, which I don't even know what that is abbreviation for because I'm that stupid. But anyways, and this other stream, other streamer I watch, I shared my OC in their Discord to tell me why this week I get a DM from her, and it was fan art of my character. Wow. Does she, like, well, first of all, that's incredible. That's cool that someone has a talent and they're trying, like, to share that with you by bringing your creation to life. I'm not sure what her, like, artistic skill is, but I wonder if she applied, like, a different stylization to it or something. But that's so super exciting. Also, is it because, does she have, like, a big community? Because if she has a big community and she's taking time to that, then your character must resonate like crazy. That's incredibly something you should be proud of. Or if it's a smaller community, still awesome. But, yeah, if someone has, like a pretty successful stream and they're like, I want to pause, or not pause, I want to make one of my streams or whatever it is about like making this art that one of you guys posted. That's yeah. I'm so curious like the levels of the story, like what the details of the story alone. But I totally understand how hyped that would be. Dude, there was times when like you'd get like a random YouTuber, like moments that are similar like to what your experience, I think, with me. This is the YouTuber guy. By the way, I should shout out this guy who we're watching his gameplay of. Wolfie VR, fantastic channel for VR. Check it out, great channel. A little silly goof kind of guy, plays VR games, and it's beautiful looking. Great PC, all that stuff. Anyways, all right. But yeah, the closest thing I have to that happened like that is every now and again I would realize how small the world is. So I like make a video on an obscure topic that I care about, but I wouldn't imagine anyone else cared about, like a book review. And the guy who like wrote the book is a billionaire, and he for sure commented on the video. And it's also funny because like, yeah, someone may be a billionaire, but that doesn't mean they have like, they're not like also searching their name or like looking at reviews. I had to do this weird gymnastics where I went to the channel that made the comment, and then I seen that this was the actual channel that like had no subscribers. It was clearly just someone's like normal account, but this was what the Twitter, the official Twitter, was linked to, like the YouTube
original character, and it's a chibi version of my character, and it also doubles as a PNG tuber. I'll share it to the art tab. Give me.
Ooh, I can't wait! I can't wait to see what what it looks like, you know? Because I wonder what she did with it. Because I thought your version was very, very nice too. But I was gonna say. It was just one of those moments where I was like, it's such a weird, small, and the reason I say, like, I have some faith that this was actually, like, the guy who wrote the book, who's very well off, is this happened again. Like, I randomly, in one of my videos, I remember I talked about, like, an artist I was really loving called Heidi or something like that, and I just really liked his song, and that guy found the same premise, where, like, it was the same thing where, like, I tried to validate it, or I tried to, like, break it, and absolutely, that was what it was. I tried to like see if this is just a fake account, like just a fan account with the same name. No, it's the account like referenced by the official like Twitter or whatever their like main social media is. It links to this like this like dummy, clearly not like a public use YouTube account.
For my week, I rolled credits on Absalom with Red, started up Yakuza 5. Attended that stream with Kat and yourself.
Yeah.
And I had a JP VTuber pop into my stream the other day. It was really nice.
Wow. Wait, a Japanese VTuber pop it? Wait, that's incredible. That's so nice. It's because you popped into their streams as well, or is this like a brand new, or did you not know how to like communicate with them? I'm curious what the like Japanese part of it is. I feel like that'd be such a random thing, but maybe not if you're in the VTuber space. Maybe you're like get suggested the same type of people.
Lone Syndicate said, also, to answer your question, she has a smaller community, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I am honored
Yeah.
that some took time out of their day to draw my character.
No, for sure. I think even if they had like a no community, it's still someone like, dude, it's one of the few things that's always been like absolutely insanity. It's just the idea that somebody takes the time out of their day to do what is an extremely like long, and like at least for me, I fucking hate doing like the drawing stuff a lot of the time because it's hard on my hands because I have such small fingers, so it's really hard for me. But I imagine I think it's hard regardless. I think it's like it's not an effortless task. Wow, that looks actually really good. I'd be blushing. So this is your OC that this person made like a chibi version of. I don't know why. I always get like a little bit of Naruto / Devil May Cry vibe just from this weird like leathery, like red highlights thing. I'm not sure if that's what it was, but yes. Also, what do you call? What's this other version? Oh, she's chuckling. Oh, is this her speaking? Also, Lone, I didn't know this. I probably should have asked you this. Is the avatar that you're making a female? So are we doing like the gender bender type of like, well, my OC or like my representation can just be a hot woman, and now I'll just voice it, and then that way we get the best of both worlds. We get a dude able to vibe and a hot woman to look at, etc. I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that, and it seems to work out.
Said they popped into my stream first. His latest stream was celebrating his own birthday week, so I left a comment on his latest stream to share my appreciation for noticing Lil.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's wholesome as hell, man. Yeah. Again, this is something that like Fluff and everybody else is probably gonna have such a more like a better point of leverage than I will ever. I have not a single bone like that in my body, unfortunately. I do not have like the social drive to do those things. I love people, but I oftentimes like if I have 3 friends that I get like most of my like conversations and like engagement with, I'll just get all my conversation engagement from them. But there's other people who naturally have an inclination to be like, hey, I'm gonna go and do that. For me, I'd be like, that's so sweet. He probably doesn't want me bothered. I'll leave him alone. and then I would never reach out like that. But what do you call Lone? That was fantastic. I was about to say that is, I totally understand. Like the first time somebody made me fan art of anything, that alone felt like absurdly special. So I can only imagine when it's so out of the blue, you know, like where like for me it was already out of the blue, but for you it's probably like even 10 times more out of the blue. Where I'm sure you didn't expect that at all, you know. So that's got to be an amazing experience. Also, yeah, you can see that they have in this game the finger physics, which is for better or worse. You can like jam your hand. It's weird. You got like soft, delicate little fingies. You can like rub on things and they bend, which anyone who plays VR knows that's really weird, but also kind of satisfying. Anyways, they popped in the stream and said yes. Right. Ooh.
Lone Syndicate said yes and yes to both questions. Also, look at her. She's
Yeah.
adorable and grin. I did base her design off of different aspects of my favorite characters, so the fact you feel that way means I succeed.
Catman 11,234 said your first fan art is in the 10 years video eyes. Very excited to see you wax nostalgia.
Yes, it's well, I do, and that's so fucked up. When you're at this for so long, and you've tried so many things, I can't recall anything, but if anyone ever mentioned it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I have like a flicker of that. And it sucks because like, I don't know if it's just that these last couple years has been like an absurd amount of like mental struggle for me, and not struggle is the wrong word, mental load I should say. Like it's just an insane amount of things I've tried to learn, tried to learn, and like things I've had to like adjust to, and I had to physically change, which just means that it's so much stuff where like all the like positive happy memories or even negative ones start to kind of get flooded to the side because you just don't have any more mental bandwidth. At least that's my experience. I may have like a learning disability, which means I have like really low, narrow recall essentially, which is probably honestly true. But I was gonna say, back to Lone's little art thing, I was gonna say, Lone, are you familiar with a manga where like it's basically this, the premise is like this lady who has, it's like a Japanese folklore thing where she has like giant split mouth and she'll come up and ask you if she's beautiful, and if you say no, then she'll stab you in the throat or something. I forget what the right way to phrase it, or like the right way to
Lone Syndicate
win this
said
over.
Also, since it's a PNG model, I have a fail-safe just in case I can get the full 2D model up and running for January.
Ooh, well, yeah, it's amazing. It's also great to have like fail safes. Yeah. So yeah, is that like the JPEG that kind of bobs, which is, by the way, I think is like plenty good. yeah, but anyways,
McFlufferkin said the JP VTuber is. You know Ichika, he only popped in briefly but said hi and expressed interest in becoming friends with Ian VTubers, which I'd totally be down for. Almost 7K subs. Which is impressive.
that's really good. Yeah. Honestly, it's really good at like, how do I put it? To me, there are things that somebody does that signals their inevitable success more than subscribers or viewers could. Like the idea that someone is like naturally trying to like what is essentially networking, puts them like way above a person that has like 7K. Because theoretically, I guess there is a variable like, are you going to leverage the people who you are going to make a connection with, and then also like know how to give value back to them? Yeah. I make things too complicated. But I was gonna say back to this real quick before I forget. There's like a manga or like a folklore with like split mouth, essentially like stitched smile, essentially is what I think it's called. There's this gnat that's been fucking ruining my whole. I got it. Fuck you, dude. I don't know what's wrong with these gnats. They're like dive bombing my face. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I also need to slow it down a little bit more, man. Coming in a little hot these last couple streams. All right. There's this folklore of a lady who says, hey, am I, in Japan, I think, it says, hey, am I beautiful? And there's something you say back to her. You don't say like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. You don't say like, ew, you're hideous. Both end up you getting killed. It's one of those things that's like, I think you like put your eyes down and say, I really must be going or something like that. And then you just like leave, but you don't reply to her in any way, which honestly, I think it kind of makes sense. Like, it's like a woman being like, are you fat? And you're like, I choose to leave. I choose to walk away. I choose to not actually contribute or disprove anything. But yeah, that's why it also reminds me of this like this split mouth thing. I'm not sure if that comes from a different thing.
Said a split mouth women. Yes, GRINN. That's what my OC is. She is an Ann. Split mouth shinobi.
Oh, a shinobi.
I mixes two of my favorite thing. Urban legends and ninjas.
Yeah.
I like anime like Naruto and Senran.
Yes,
Kagura.
I did get a Naruto vibe for sure. A little bit of that because of that like plate or something by the neck. Yeah. Also, let me see. Kat says, I got a bunch of gnats in my face these days as well. Yeah, dude, they're the worst. Flies to me are much worse because they're just like, it sounds fucked up. I kind of much prefer spiders. Spiders are like still, they don't fuck with you. If they ever start getting too massive, you just come up there, bah, dead, gone. Where like a fly will just randomly start dive bombing you. And like you're trying to watch a video, you're like, and maybe you're like more chill than I am. But I have like a hella big like reflex and like twitch. Like you guys will even notice when I'm like playing video games, like a boxer game where I'll do this. I'll actually move or I'll rock my jaw back and forth because in the game I'm actually like throwing, like hitting things and actually fighting demons in my mind. Also, dude, the more I watch this, the more I'm like, shit. You can't open the drawers, though. That's the only negative. I get the vibe that he's keeping the wine bottle, though, because that water physics, you gotta kind of favor that. That's kind of nice.
Lone Syndicate said, actually, GRINN, the best way to deal with a split mouth women is when she asks you, does she look beautiful? You reply with, you look average. That will confuses her and buy you enough time to GTFO.
Oh, is that the mantra? I always thought, like, to me, maybe I'd be like to me, how do I put this? I feel like I could level one of these chicks. All right, like whenever you see these fucking yokai, they're like a very small, thin white woman, etc. And she's like tiny, except she has a knife. But I think I could like drop kick, and I'd be able to like my legs are long enough. I could like circumnavigate the fucking distance, so that I'd be fine. I think. Also, I don't know what's happening on screen. I get it though. I'd be bobbing there in VR. Anyways, so for me, I'd still feel like I'd compliment them and be like, I think you're beautiful, and then like leg sweep or something just to get away. But I wouldn't want to be like, hey, you look average or you look like shit. I'd be like, you look beautiful, and then leg sweep and then run away immediately, you know? That way I am both nice, I get to be the man that I want to be, which is compliment women, but also I ain't dying today, bitch. Not today. A leg sweep or leg kick in the face, something. Bah. It's been a while. I've kicked though, man. I gotta like re-stretch up my knees and shit. Ugh. Sometimes you like fire off because you're like, I remember how to do this, right? And your muscle memory, but your body isn't.
I had my first encounter with a house centipede. Supposedly they're good for pest control, but it was invading my personal space, so it wasn't something I could live and live.
I don't know where you heard that. That was a lie, or maybe be true, but it's a lie. When I hear about well, first of all, centipedes can. There's no animal on the planet that I think shouldn't exist more than a centipede. Even a mosquito, I think centipedes should not exist more than that. Anyways, but a centipede, I think, at least I've heard this, is actually like really, really dangerous. The reason why is because they actually have like I think it's like acidic blood, or like their venom courses through their entire body or some weird thing. All I know is that there was like a person who I was watching who basically had like a centipede work its way into his boot, and then he like stomped on it because it was like he was biting him in his boot. So he stomps on it, and then he takes off his like boot and gets rid of like the guts in there, and it's like bruised his entire foot because the venom is just like completely like I've never seen something where like venom just like immediately turns your whole foot like bruised black. So like don't fucking kill the shit out of centipedes, 100%. Centipedes are like one of the most like if there's ever an insect that got big and like wanted to fuck shit up, I don't think there's a better one than a centipede. Like, it's a huntsman spider. Huntsman spiders, when they're finished eating, I think they're fine. I think the centipedes are, like, notorious for just, like, fucking shit up just cuz. Just, like, they'll throw them in, like, a cage, and they'll be like, fuck it. We're going to war. You know what I mean? I hate centipedes.
Lone Syndicate said. But last thing relating to this topic, Grin. I almost broke into tears when I got that message. Like, it wasn't even my birthday, but it probably the best gift I ever got.
No, I totally get it, man. Again, to me, this is something that's like it's one of the like philosophy books I read a long time ago. So forgive me for like always tapping and stuff like that. But if you ever had like a companion,
McFlufferkins said regular centipedes are dangerous, but the house variety just has a painful bite but no other risk.
this sounds horrible.
It was still freaky and was too close to my desktop.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm fucked up, but I feel like we kill centipedes on site. We don't I don't care what we'll kill them immediately. I don't nothing. Spiders you can make a judgment for, but fucking centipedes, I feel like already you just said that their bite hurts as hell. I don't want anything that can bite me in my room at all. Anything that can cause damage to my body, die immediately. But back to what I was gonna say, but to Lone's comment about like how important that like how much that hit for him. It's like a psychological principle that's like really well studied and I think well documented. And I think it also is just like people. If I say this, I think you're gonna be like, oh, that totally makes sense. Which is 90% of the time doing something that people expect. So for instance, a lot of people will wait to like experience like give their partner like flowers or chocolates on Valentine's Day or Christmas, but the actual percentage of dopamine or happiness juice that's released whenever you do that is really low because it's already expected. In fact, it's oftentimes over expected to the point where like you do all this stuff because you think it's obligated, and then the person actually doesn't really connect with it or anyway because they expect it. But if you try this with any other thing, like maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your girlfriend, maybe it's your dad, your best friend, whatever it could be.
McFluffakins said, the only reason I'd let it be is if we had a brown recluse problem, they're the main dangerous spider that we'd possibly get locally.
I feel like I'd take my odds with wait, is the recluse one that the fucking like it causes like it I don't know. That sounds like one of the spiders that like disintegrates your fucking flesh or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right spider, but if it's that one, then yeah, sure, maybe. But yeah, I think you just need to like get some sort of other like natural predator to that thing and have it go to town. Also, what's good, Dawn? Sorry, but if you have like your like a significant other, your friend, or any of these variables, I'm a new viewer on YouTube. What's good, man? Thanks for stopping by, Dawn. But yeah, if you have any of these like family members or any of these people you want to actually like just become like a much better friend in their eyes, it's such a good idea just to randomly do like a random act of kindness towards them. And it doesn't have to be like a kindness. It can literally just be like your homeboy that you really care about. Just bring him like a taco from a fast food restaurant. I guarantee you just went from like okay friend to holy shit, this made my whole day. Maybe tacos are fire and that's just the whole thing, but who knows. Same thing with your mom. You bring your mom like a little bit of flowers or some chocolates or like a coffee or like some donuts from some place, and they had no expectation of it. It's going to hit like 20 times harder because I think it's also building off of this social principle of like called the contrast principle, which is like you only like can value something as far as you have like experience the deprivation of it, I guess, or the lack thereof it. So like if you think of a person who never experienced like physical connection or like a hug, and then finally gets a hug, that person is going to have such a stronger reaction to that hug versus a person that got hugged all the time. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Don says, how are you for I'm doing pretty good, man. How are you today? We're doing pretty chill. We're having a good time. We're watching this VR game called Reach that I think we might want to play and like try to complete. Then we're going to check out some memes in a minute here, or some stuff you guys want me to react to, which I don't think we have too much of, so we might jump over to Z's a little bit sooner than later. And yes. John says, I'm watching from the United States to the U.S. Oh, hell yeah, man. My fellow across the pond brother. I'm over here in the good old ass backwards nowhere, Canada land. Love my home. I'm just saying I come from a town that's like barely on the map kind of thing. But yes, small town vibe.
Catman11234
What's up, man?
said I'm down for some React. Would be fun.
Yeah, eventually we'll get to some React, for sure. I have a YouTube channel too. Ooh, what you be doing on the YouTube channel? Are you making content, or have you not made content yet? Or what kind of content do you make videos of? Also, it's tough because I've seen one of the things that's about this game is the movement, or like the climbing.
said about as dangerous as a black widow, but yeah, I don't know if house centipedes are natural predators. They mainly show up for warmth. Ironic since my room is one of the coldest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you have that damn... Dude, I think we used to grow up hearing about that. It was like a very popular YouTube video of like a spider like biting this guy in the face, then his like face is corroded. OG YouTube people. It looked... Back in the day, it looked somewhat real, but also terrifying. But I think it was actually all fake. Anyways. But yes, I think... Big time yikes. Yeah, if that's the case, if you're having like a spider that's like necrosis...
Says, anyway, grin. Moving on to some Nikkei, new one dropped this morning. I am upset, did 100 pulls, got 3 SSR. All off banner, I am sad, and Emma, post her in the React tab.
No! Like, so you did 100 pulls and got 3 SSRs? But isn't that pretty good for 100 pulls to get 3 SSRs? That's 30 pulls per, but now they're not your character you want. I understand that's bullshit. Actually, there's not guaranteed pity in that? Damn. Let's see. Fluff says, across the pond would be UK, US is just a border, but I see. Well, I'm probably not being accurate. I'm just, to me, I'm like, I consider the US to be our neighbor friends that sometimes be wildin'. And I'm sure you think we're stupid too.
Catman11234 said brown recluse venom.
I don't think America's stupid. I think he's
wildin'.
Be clear.
So whatever part of you that gets bit will actually die and will eventually rot.
What's going on? Brown recluse venom specifically kills red blood cells, or whichever part that it gets it bit actually dies and will eventually yeah, no, I remember there's like this OG video on the like the first start of YouTube, on the first start of YouTube, yeah, it's like this guy who's like showcasing the spider, and he looks at it like this, and it drops on his face, and it bites him, and it cuts to like the next video, and his face is all fucking like necrotic, and like his eye is like hanging out and shit. I'm sure if I looked at it now, it would look really fake. But yeah, it's like old internet crazy, you know. Also, I'm telling you, my YouTube content is all about reacting to songs and more consistent channel.
Lone Syndicate said she's an SR that got an SSR version. I wonder if you'll be able to guess which version is the SR and which is the SSR.
We'll check it out in a minute. Hey, Don, just real quick, what are you seeing on screen right now? It's just a weird question, I know, but I appreciate if you answered it for me. What are you seeing on stream? Also, I don't know. I don't want to stop the stream and react to music because sometimes it can copyright claimed and all that stuff. I know in your case, it probably won't happen. But it's just one of those weird things. Also, yikes. Why the fuck does that... How did that happen? Just a piece of fucking wood just stabs your hand. What? Anyways, but yeah, I'm not sure. S3AR says, oh wow, this game looks so right? Isn't it crazy looking? Very weird. But Don, if you don't describe some aspect of what's on screen right now, I'm gonna ban you. Cat knows what's up. Some fuckery be going on. When someone comes in here and finds a way to get to a point and doesn't mention anything on screen, video. Yeah. Video. But what's happening? What is this person doing in the video? Gun game. Nope. Alright. That's all I needed. Ban user. Goodbye, Don. Fake witch. Begone. Yes, I don't know, parkour, guy climbing, any of these variables would have functioned. Next time I do it, I'll have to switch up because, yeah. Also, what's good? How do I say this name, by the way? S3... Sir? Can I say sir? Sir. Says, this game looks trippy. Yeah, do you play VR at all, sir? Purge! We did, in fact, purge him. Let's see what Lone was saying in the thing. Are these Nikitas acceptable to show, Lone? Or are we seeing some schmexy nonsense? Where would Nikitas be? In the share GRINN tab or something else? Did you at me? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Where would it be, Lone? Or did you not at me? I thought you said, like, look at this. Sir, what do you see on screen right now? Okay, you haven't asked. As soon as you start to ask, to like check out your art on Discord or something, I'll immediately throw in the test. But until then, I will perceive you as being a real boy or woman. He's but there, yeah. Like, just give me a reason. Fluff says, don't just has a single short create back in August. You're dude. Gotcha, you're dude. Yeah, look, I'm not sure if I missed the thing that you were saying about the thing. You get lots of bots. Not really, but I can always tell the behavior of weird body nonsense, where basically a person will just be like, it always, like, this is the number one reason of like it does trigger for me, is that like at some, no matter how the conversation starts, we always end with like some sort of weird like advertising of some kind. Like, hey, I could make this thing for you.
Bone Syndicate said, give me
okay, so you were doing that. I wasn't sure if you did already or if I yeah, I just wasn't finding it. So yes, whenever somebody eventually asks for something, I'm like, this is the weird thing. This is marketing. Back in my day, people would actually like watch the stream, create a community about in there, then do an ask. Take a week tops to do, impossibly hard. But now, this shit. People just make bots to just go to channels. I'm like, can you react to my one song that's clearly probably pirated and is made for me to claim your whole channel? Anyways. Also, the worst part about the bot thing that drives me nuts is I try to be like a somewhat reasonable person. So if someone's like, hey man, I'm just starting on YouTube. Like, you can give me a sob story and unfortunately get me. I'm like, hey, I just made this first video. I really want to know your feedback on it. Could you do that? And then I usually, even that, just so I'm not incentivizing bad shit, I'd be like, okay, I'll reply to you after screen on Discord or something like that. And then they just disappear completely. And I'm like, yeah, you motherfuckers. You fucking lying piece of shit. But yes. Okay, yeah, the LM bots seem to be getting clever. Yeah, man. Well, yeah, that's it. The thing that drives me nuts is when they're like, they come in here with a sad story. I care. I'm like, oh, fuck, let me try to help this person out. And then I eventually can tell it's a bot, because I always end, whenever I have any doubt, I'm like, just describe anything that's on screen. It's not that hard. And then... Also, what's good, Mr. Goldfish? Goldfish says, on the Let It Die Inferno video, does it mean Let It Die Deathverse is coming back? No. At least from my understanding, that's not what I got from the Let It Die Inferno. Let It Die Deathverse, basically, I mean, dude, there might be like some remnant of it in Let It Die Inferno. I mean, there is in terms of like Let It Die Inferno has some PvP to it, but is it going to be like this giant arena royale? I wouldn't hold it a candle for that. I don't think they're using the same systems that they did in that game. So yeah, but
Lone Syndicate said sent.
You sent it. Also, I totally get this, where like the person in the VR game is like basically like role playing the fact that he's like, oh my god, this is my dead sister.
Hello, I returned from my shower.
Oh, is it a good shower? Is it crisp? Are you like Lone who has a cold shower? And I'm like, what the F? All right, maybe we can't show some of these. Well, I mean, we can. It doesn't show any giblets, but YouTube might be like, too much. All right, let's see. Which is the SR and which is the non-SR? I don't know if we can show this, but we can show the non-SR version, at least I think.
Catman11234 said, Lone, I need an SSR if your OCV SNR.
I'm lost, but I would assume this one is the non-SSR, or the like best version. I would assume this is the A+ to B tier version. I do like the short hair, though. That looks hella cute. But I'm not sure if I can show the other one. Let me just quickly see. If anyone wants to see it, they can go to our Discord. I feel like they cooked with the third one. I like the third one a lot. Or the second image, the SSR one. Not because of the titty nonsense, but because it just looks stylish, more pleasing. She got tattoos on the side. She got this cool glove with like mesh on it. I like a lot. She did the weird crotch situation. Shows off the hips. Kind of different. Gets a little bit too provocative to me. Wish that would have been less, but it's still there, present. But yes, I would assume this is the one. If it's not, then that's just diabolical. Let me look at the video real quick. Is it heresy?
The path of a phantom thief and the path of a ninja. Only those who can walk both can truly be called a ninja thief.
Lone Syndicate said she's a ninja. Can you tell why I am upset now she looks so
She looks very cool. I also like the short hair look a lot. I also like the little bit of war paint they have on her. I'm not sure what the crescent moon underneath her hair is, though. That's a little weird. But everything else, I very much dig. Also, she got some tattoos. We don't see that a lot in anime stuff, so that's kind of neat. There's a lot of movement with the shooting. That might be just me, Nikita's.
Bolty said it was a I am tired AF shower, but my hair was nice to me today and let it comb easier than usual.
Oh, do you got like curly hair? Dude, that's hella cool, man. I feel like, well, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is fucked up, but I feel like anybody who has curly hair probably has less receding fuckery because you could just let that shit blow out. You know what I mean? You can make that hair go a lot longer way, I think. Also, Lone, this is one of the few characters you showed me where I'm like, I 100% get it. I would actually be very upset. Also, what's her like animation thing?
Technique. Ninja
Lone Syndicate
Overdrive.
said the burst animation is peak GRINN.
Am I seeing is it the burst? The burst overdrive is insane. That's crazy. It's a diabolical amount of
Secret technique.
chest
Ninja
movements.
Overdrive.
It's like almost feels unnecessary. Like it's like someone shooting someone 7 times. Like this is excessive. But yes, I actually do like the design of that one quite a lot. Outside of the perversion, it looks cool. I like the black highlights and stuff like that. Very neat. Very neat. Yes. Kat says, I checked out the SSR art, top tier. Yeah, but I say I feel like it's pretty good, especially the military vibe. We're like, well, I'm not sure. It's more like ninja than it is, but it's more like a spec ops type thing. Oh, my fucking shoulder. Except not really at all, because her tits are hanging out or whatever. But you know, oh, dude, I think I'm getting a little bit under the weather, which is shite. But yeah. Yeah. Bodhi says, I don't think I have curly hair, but I have longish hair. Ooh.
Said those 2 front straps of her outfit in the SSR version are fighting for their fucking
for
life.
their life, for sure. It's that image of like a button doing this. It's just shredded beyond belief. But Willie says, I don't have curly hair, but I have longish hair to the point where I can walk around with a ponytail like Eren Yeager. I'm not sure if I love the homicidal Eren Yeager reference, but yes, that does sound pretty nice. Some people really rock the long hair look, man, and I just feel like I already get irritated with my hair anyway. I can't, you know what I mean? Like if you have hair on your face, I would just rip my fucking whole hair out. I would hate it. So yeah, I feel like Did you not have like ticklish skin? So like if I pulled my hair down like this and it's on my thing, I'd just be like, get out of me. Stop.
Something I had wanted to follow up from our stream. I want you to ask the stream what they do in your nobles betraying you situation.
Oh, I feel like it wouldn't work as much. And we're also devaluing our cool conversation, but I will say, when I went back and checked out the stream, because I was like, how I feel like that went pretty well. How good it went. And then I came away with it like, I talked too much. But I know you probably cats me like, you didn't talk too much. Yeah, sure, I talked too much. Anyways, I don't know if anyone's gonna like key into it, because I think people are gonna know what it's from. One person I'm almost certain will know where it's from. But sure, we'll do that, and then we'll move on to some React, and then jump into Z's.
Lone Syndicate said, well, my mind goes to that one scene from a Spider-Man movie, and it's him trying to hold and pull together 2 parts of a ship that's split in half.
Yeah. Or to me, there's nothing more iconic than Tobey Maguire like holding back a train and like his whole fucking chutes ripping and shit. It's also, you think it'd be a stretchy suit, but I guess not. But what it says, but I tend to stick with things I hate, just like I hate League. In every other game I try to play competitive. That's a toxic trait, I feel like. It's just undeniably a toxic trait. It sucks, so I can't recommend it. The longest hair? Yeah. I feel like it'd be too much for me. But pause next speech just slightly, so I can get this whole shenanigans out of the thing. But basically, the question that I asked Kat is rooted in this concept of philosophy that I'm sure you've heard. And the TLDR,
Catman11234 said you were a great co-host. When you talked a while, I just split my mind a bit, plus it let me gather my thoughts. I want to do it again as soon as you're up for it, lol.
Yeah, it's definitely on the list, but be patient because I gotta make sure I balance everything else in my life as well. But yeah, all right. No, I'm guys. You got like a solid like minute or like 30 seconds of like I'll forgive any sort of TTS if I say stop because I assume it's catching up, right? Anyways, so essentially there's like this constant thing within philosophy that's like, is it better to be a ruler that is like kind and omniscient, and like really sweet and forgives all, or to be a tyrant, to be like don't let anyone fuck with you, the minute that someone does something you fucking slaughter them, violence, agony, all that stuff. I think it's the quote is like, would you rather be loved or feared, essentially. So I pose the question to Kat, how do you respond to this premise? Essentially, and I want to know what you guys think about this too. So essentially the premise is, you are aware that like 10, you're a king, and you're aware that like, let's say 10 nobles that you have that have their own like dukedoms and like have land rights and etc. You know that 6 of which are all have done like corrupt activity with varying degrees of severity. So some people have done something as simple as like breaking a trade rule, where like they bought horses from another kingdom, right? Another person did something a little more severe. Maybe they actually like sold weapons and swords to another kingdom, something like that. Or maybe they bought certain swords from another kingdom, all of these things. But then there's some like super heinous shit where like some of the nobles have actually like straight up like did slavery or like murdered people or were like involved in trafficking of some kind. All of these variables, brothels that are heinous, all these variables. So how do you respond? Knowing full well that I'm trying to gauge for, is it better to be loved or is it better to be feared? And I will proceed to play out all of these variables in a way that kind of, to me, I think is realistic and kind of points to like a specific truth that I think, like, for me, makes sense, but maybe it wouldn't make sense for some of you guys. That's why I want to talk to you guys about it. That's why I also want to talk to Kat about it as well. But yes, so that's the premise. So you basically, you're king. You know that 6% or like 60% of the nobles that you have in your thing have betrayed the kingdom and done bad shit. How do you respond to like each set of the variations, I guess? What's good, Eric? Holy shit, Eric's been a minute. It's been a whole ass minute. Also, let me catch one chat, everything what people are saying. Whoops is valid. Sent that as it said pause. The stream was legendary. Grin, you both vibes so well. Oh, you checked it out, Bulty. Let's go. Hell yeah, Bulty. Wish you were there, but that's so sweet to hear. Cat says, Bulty, that means a lot come from you. I know I was constantly thriving by the synergy. Cat, honestly, yeah. Okay, I think what do you call it? Cats are like a really good communicator in the sense that like sometimes, like if I'm being really honest with my own bullshit, I have like a bad habit of having like I've like, it's like, you know what like little man syndrome is, but I don't have that. I don't have like little man syndrome. I have like people continue to like not let me. People often tune you out. So like, say you're talking about like Warhammer and someone goes, "Oh yeah, it's so interesting." Yeah, no, I'm listening. So that this creates this dynamic, which I've unfortunately had to experience with a lot of the things in the people who I talk to. I oftentimes have the feeling of like I have to rush, so like I have to quickly like get out my thought because I know I only have like 2 minutes of this person giving slightly of his shit. So I have that like bad feedback loop in my head, so I tend to like rush through my things and like try to book it through my conversation because I just feel like people are getting bored or they don't want to actually like hear the full totality of what I'm trying to talk about. But yeah, there's something I need to work on because I do tend to think, like, especially when I let go back and I listen to myself, I'm like, oh yeah, I could have slowed things down, let things breathe a little bit, not tried to have so many ums and ahs because I'm just trying to make ground, you know? Also, Eric says, Jack-o'-lantern, Jack in the Beanstalk, Jack and Frost. Did you know they're making a Let It Die 2? It is called a Frost. Yes, we know. There's in the description down below, unless I fucked up and I didn't actually use the right stream. There is a react of us. So if you want to see my reaction to it, Eric, of like what I think about Let It Die Inferno, that's a great place to see it. If you're like curious about my specific thoughts on it that are like the most honest, that's probably the best place to see it. My TLDR is I'm really excited. I'm interested. I'm not sure if I'll cover it as much. And the icing on the cake is I don't know if having a PvP, forced PvP is a great idea. I would much prefer co-op. I would have preferred like more difficulty co-op, but you can like bring your friends along and suffer together. That would have been my like, I would have totally bought in that game immediately. But we'll see. We're gonna try it out this week. Maybe it's like the best. Like they sharpened so much shit about it that I'm like, fuck. Even though I might get like completely, my whole night might be ruined because some asshole. Yeah, I might have to run this, you know. Dan Billy, what's up, Eric? He reacted to the trailer a bit ago. What's up, everybody? Says Eric. What's good, Eric? Pulte says the conversation just flowed with you two. Everyone, enough Boaty. Before my ego becomes a problem. I thought it went really well too. I need to get, like, for me, I'm always trying to find something I could prove, but I could probably have opened it up to Cat more, because it was his stream. I feel like sometimes I went into, like, weird streamer mode, and it took too much screen time up. Cat says, Fluff, I'm hoping to see you and your JP friend eventually collab. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see everyone interact with other people. It's just so fun, because, like, I know our dynamic, but I'm curious what other dynamic or what other thing comes of that, you know, for you and other people. Also, Eric says, I'm trying to be in the dark about it, but I don't want to see the gameplay. I'm gonna watch it. Oh, okay. I might make a video, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna play on stream, and if I feel like I'm like, fuck, okay, I can edit the video down and like to something, I might. But I'm not sure yet. I don't want to like guarantee anything yet. I also don't want to be the guy that's like, just for whatever reason, like, no, this game, no. I like the game. I'm kind of in my era of just wanting to do shit that I want to do. Nothing has to succeed or work out. I just kind of want to try stuff, and then when something works, then maybe we lean into that. But until then, just trying shit. Kat says, it sounds like an opportunity for massive growth for your community. For
Catman 11234 said, I wouldn't mind cutting the stream down to a video. It wasn't too hard for the Inferno React complication.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put that on you though. That's so much work, Kat. But yes, I'll we'll see. Now that you that, it probably won't be too much work. Also, it'd be good to see if I can edit like I used to. This kind of thing I'm thinking about. I'm like playing by ear, or like I'm debating if I should just if I should pick a more like malleable, easier type of content to do on VR. Because the content that I do have right now is very like time consuming. I try to make it not as much. Like I have to come up with like a script and a thought process for my whole video. Then I have to like come up with a concept or idea that I want to explore. And then I have to try to like come up with a video or like get gameplay for it and stuff like that. And it's so much easier just to be like, what if I took all that time and I just like flipped on battle talent, found a cool weapon that I thought was interesting that I'd never seen someone show off in VR, like spend 20 minutes playing with that, and then just like editing that video, and then taking, if I have any bonus time, just making like shorts of that, and I think I'd get 10 times more out of it, maybe, and it would be like significantly less work than the crazy edits that sometimes these things take. And the crazy thing is they're not even like the craziest type of like content edit. It's just like a bunch of stuff that to me I might try doing that eventually on the VR channel. But yeah. Also, I just hope we have more like confirmation shit that like the Valve Decker is looking more possible, like it's gonna happen. So it's also the other thing is like playing VR is just so miserable for me right now because I'm on the Quest 2. So I'm planning on like saving up every like kind of bit of excess excitement and energy when I finally do get the Valve Decker, if I do.
Lone Syndicate
and then play.
Said, well, I plan on playing it, so if anything, I can send the video to GRINN and he can react to it like he did with Death First. Speaking of which, we never did the whole rank to the top series.
No, we didn't alone. It was one of those things that, like, to me, I feel like if there was ever something that you held against me, it would be the most valid thing ever, because you put in so much work, and it was just one of those things where, like, and maybe that's at the time that I was like, oh shit, I need to like try to make YouTube work, that I had no, like, zero mental bandwidth to like pursue any of it. Like, yeah, and it's also, I kick myself because like it wouldn't have been that hard. Like, you know, it's one of those bullshit things where, like, I could have done it. But for whatever reason, I did a little bit, and then I kind of was like, oh, but it's so much more important that I do YouTube research analytics, which is helpful. Like, I don't regret those activities, because it's really helpful to, like, as a skill set. But it's one of those things where I'm like, if I just stopped being so, like, locked in and focused on this one thing, I could have probably made that. I do also wonder, because I wonder if it would have, like, seeded people basically coming to me for, like, Deathverse content, and I would, like, I'm not opposed to stuff like that. I just, yeah. I don't know, I'm not exactly, like, for it. I'm opposed to it. It's weird. Yeah. Again, but I'm totally game if you ever, like, one thing I would like to do more of, because it's just so much easier, and it's just easier, it's an easier way to provide value to the community, which is to have, like, a chat or a tab in the Discord to be like, hey, if you wanted to post, like, video content that you think is helpful or useful, like, just like, hey, I found this this location that drops insert medal or insert thing, like a community hub, basically, of useful information or clips that I could use and just, like, try to make content of and validate and see, like, how I could build a video around it, then that'd be great. And I would also give credit to whomever is doing that, you know, posting clips and shit like that. Maybe it's like a OP crazy run of, like, taking on the Forceman with, like, a crazy brutal thing, you know, like only beating them with, like, bullets, like, full on naked with a thing, whatever it could be, whatever, like, the version of that is in Deathverse, you know. Yeah, you have progressed with 2K2 Bolty, yeah, 2, but that was more like Destrous to me. Okay, yeah. Cat says, yeah, rip that one. So let's go Willow. Willow says, I did like the way your apartment changed heights based on your rank in Deathverse. Yeah, man, like, again, if we're talking not about Deathverse, but, like, the brilliant people that have created something as chaotic and insane as Let It Die, the game, which I think is also the same people that made Shadows of the Damned, Trev Strikes Again.
Said, all good, Grin. I don't hold
Thank you. You should absolutely. I'll try to make it up to you if you ever give me a clip again, alone, and I'll glaze the shotty in that clip. If you ever do something like you kill a boss and whatever, or actually better yet, I'll just, like, reference you and like your content channel at this point and be like, hey, Lone's making videos over there. Check out these videos. You want to see, like, challenge runs.
McFlufferkin said, I'm looking forward to whenever we can do a mini podcast in any upcoming Tuesdays at work. I'm not the best at carrying conversations, but if we find topics to get fired up about,
I'm about to say, I call bullshit, Fluff. I think you're a fantastic conversationalist. Like, what do you call it? I feel like you're a person who has, like, a wellspring of things to say. That's the only thing I gotta probably be careful with, is because, like I said, sometimes I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to lose my train of thought, so I quickly try to interject to just get my point across, then I come back. But I was gonna say real quick, so I don't lose my train of thought, about Deathverse and the Grasshopper manufacturer thing. So they're, like, it's Suda51 largely. Like, these people are brilliant, like, super, super clever. Like, you get super obscure, weird iterations and, like, brilliant ideas and weirdness and, like, such a cool vibe, right? But, and this is something I thoroughly believe, especially, like, the more I progress in life and the more I think I'm naturally, like, a person who's very much more creative. But any success I've ever gotten was me, like, having to, like, temper yourself, like, as if you're, like, red hot steel, and creativity is passion, it's burning, it's ferocious, it's great. But then you need someone to be like, but people are getting confused, people are getting lost, people are getting kind of like the gameplay loops are starting to cannibalize each other.
Syndicate said, ID. Beg to differ, Fluff. I've been to your streams. You do great at carrying conversations, man.
Absolutely, 100% agree. But yes, I do think, like, to me, every creative person either needs to, like, have somebody that, like, kind of starts to pull them back, just so, like, there's some sort of cohesive thing. And that's the one thing I noticed with the Grasshopper manufacturer games. It sometimes always feels like, dude, this is kind of, like, cannibalizing itself a little bit. Like, you could have, like, this just perfect, like, steady as a dart, like, just perfect. But instead you have, like, things that start to, and I keep trying to think of a word that best describes it, but I think cannibalizing itself is the best way to phrase it. And yeah, I don't know. So I hope that, like, Deathverse, or not Deathverse, because again, like if someone mentioned how amazing the idea of, like, your waiting room being able to customize it was. In Deathverse, you could, like, increase your quality based on how high you rise through the ranks. Awesome.
McFlufferkin said I struggle to keep talking. Typing, on the other hand, I don't like to interrupt in-game dialogue, so I wait for the few and far between quiet moments to speak up.
Yeah, I have the same problem. That's only because for me, I think it's fostered from, like, I used to do Let's Plays and playthroughs so often that I hated it so much because I was such a watcher of Let's Plays. I would despise when people would talk over dialogue that was like super fucking important. They gave the whole meaning of the story validation. So I was like, God damn it. So I promised I would always shut up whenever there's dialogue that's valuable or interesting. And yeah, I stopped. So now I actually have that reflex. Even though as a streamer, people probably here for you instead of completely for the game, because if they were gonna watch the game, they probably just watch a video that's like highly edited and not your fucking stream. So yeah, people probably be more interested about what you think about what you're experiencing rather than like what the experience is itself. So yeah, I have to like kind of retrain my brain to not be like that in certain contexts. Grasshopper and Suda51 are great. Yeah, they're so good. But I also wonder when the creative element gets too overwhelming and like bad decisions are made, you know? A lack of cohesion may be a better way to phrase it. Longest Day was the odd one though. Yeah. Oh yeah, so was that one of their games? Do you know what I really like? I'm not sure if it's made by Pseudo, but it's a fantastic game. It's called Killer is Dead. Very obscure, very weird. There's like a very handful, like Catherine is also a similar vibe to that game, except it's super different. It's not the same like type of game, but it's just like a similar stylization to it and like oddness. Very cool concept. I love those games. I just don't always love the gameplay variable they choose to lean into, which is sometimes like some weird bullshit that I don't want to play. Again, it's like I want to experience the cool shit. I just don't want to play the game, which is like a flaw. Bodhi says that Rosa girl has fallen so many times from the cliff. I think she is kind of done. Who? Willow says I'm hyped for Remo. Remu is a dead man.
Lone Syndicate said not sure how long you were planning on a stream, but just ahead we reaching the 1 hour mark.
Shit, yeah, we should head over to the React tab. My B? React tab. All right. Start through with the React tab. Hopefully the music's not too loud so we can see stuff. Or hear stuff, I should say. What did it say? I'm already drinking. Is this guy shitting? And he's taking his drink? I feel like he could either be having violent diarrhea or he's really sad about his beer not being consumed. Why is he completely like dissolved into toddler? Is this like one of 8? 20 beers he's had? Also, this might be a Russian thing. The Russian voice, yeah, black. There, it's the Russian thing.
Catman 11234 said there's this one puzzle game where after each puzzle you can have a philosophical debate with an AI. I just want to buy the game and talk to the robot.
Yeah.
XD, no puzzles got
yeah. I mean, I don't know about that, man. I would rather, like, because to me, an AI is too multi-layered.
We could look at Romeo as a dead man?
We could look at Romeo. What's that? What's Romeo as a dead man? Is that a game? I'll type into YouTube and see what pops up. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Romeo is a dead man. What the F? I'm into it. I already know I'm into it. Definitely a Let It Die vibe. For sure. We have a quaint house. Try it, listen to it.
Awesome, I love curry. Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane.
I'm not sure if I'm into it anymore. It's very hard to look at visually. I know this is just a moment, but still.
Lone Syndicate, said GRINN. I finished my second manhwa yesterday. It's called No Man's Land. Also, that anime you recommended me last week. I am almost done.
Bang! Who do you think is best girl? That white-haired chick, she started fighting for her life. She started covering hella ground. Okay. Anyways, wait for it. Gotcha. We'll wait for it. Also, what's the premise of the second one? No Man's Land. What's the premise of that one?
Romeo, stay with me. Grandpa, I'm gonna die. Romeo,
honestly, kind of sick. Also, why is this thing not attacking him?
You're gonna die in about 15 seconds. Seriously? Seriously. Don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
Holy fuck.
That's pretty lame. Dead man.
Oh, I remember this. I remember the weird. You expect him to look like some sort of fucking berserk thing, and he comes out like a fucking like a weird cyberpunky looking ass.
Now on your dead man.
I'm kind of sad because he looks so cool, and then they changed him into a weird robot-y guy. And see, this looks like a good vibe. I'm into this. I'm not sure if it's made by the same people who made Deathverse. It looks almost identical. Actually, I think it is. Yeah, no, we had news about this. Yeah. I wonder if this is them not doing bullshit. Like, not being like, maybe this is what I want, you know? I talk about, like, Let It Die. I'm like, I really like the game. Never really loved the difficulty variable. That was not why I played it. Nor was it because of any of the reasons. I just like style, and I like the weird stories they tell. So, maybe this is my cup of tea.
Lone Seneca said White Hair Girl made the first move, and I was like, how y'all gonna let her come in 7 episodes late and jump the gun like that? And I like them all, but best girl is Minami, aka Blonde
Thank you.
Girl.
I agree with the blonde girl vibe. I will say that. I will say, though, that the white hair girl in the anime that we're watching, I will say, to me, like, in 2 episodes, she's like, I'm like, okay, she's a contender, which is already crazy, because they have, like, so much more screen time. The blonde girl has so much more screen time. And then in 2 episodes, just because how sweet she was, amazing. I don't know what this is exactly, but yes, I am Dead Man. It's so weird and it's so unreal. Like Unreal Engine, you know what I mean? There's like Unreal Engine in the game, you know, but yeah. I am in. I will say, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, alright. You got me. 2026? Yikes. So we got Deathverse to this year, and then we got 2026. Actually, do we got Inferno this year? I think we got Inferno this year. Huh. Thank you for showing that to me. I think we've seen it one of these other things. It looks neat. That might be actually what I want more. Because again, like Let It Die, I think I got like typecast as somebody who likes difficulty, and that's just not me. You know? Unofficial Let It Die 3. Not gonna. Oh, if that's the case, maybe. Then yeah. Maybe this is Let It Die without the like die part. This is. Well, actually, no. He's literally called Dead Man or whatever. Like, wait. What was this? What the fuck, Lone? I looked it up. I saw. What? Oh, is that what it is? Oh, yikes. Lone says Lone does not want to elaborate on the manga he started watching. Well, as you said, Deathverse is a different studio. Oh, it is? It's not the same? Grasshopper and Gung-Ho made Let It Die together. Gung-Ho made Deathverse and Inferno. Grasshopper moved on, and Dead Man is Grasshopper only. Ooh! I'm interested. I'm also curious, because I don't know. My understanding was always that Gung-Ho was behind the monetization practices behind the games, behind Let It Die, specifically the base game. And I thought Grasshopper Manufacturer was much more about, like, just let's get crazy, let's just make some cool shit. So that's made by Grasshopper. This Dead Man is Grasshopper. Yeah, so that makes me a little more interested in it. Because Grasshopper to me is always, like, is one of my favorite people, but unfortunately I don't think they had the, like, monetization thing. I don't think they can, like, control the monetization investment structure. So the game ended up, to me, going down a bad road. But that's arguable if you're crazy. But anyways, bought his glasses from TDO. I do. I see this guy all the time. I subscribed to this guy back when he was, like, pretty not a popular. Dude, he's blown up like crazy. Also, his content is, like, weirdly iterative. Like, it's pretty, like, different, and you never know what arc he's gonna go on. He's currently in his, like, juice squeezing arc, which looks super satisfying, but, like, I'm not big into cleanup, man. I want simplicity. I want to, my food I eat every morning, I have pre-cooked, like, hamburger with chickpeas and salsa and cottage cheese blended up, except the hamburger's not blended, just the other stuff blended, then I add it to the hamburger. Anyways, and then I just package that up, and then I basically take out the hamburger packet, or the bag full of hamburger, push a little bit of it into a wrap, fold the wrap, throw it into an air fryer. I usually put some sauce on it, and then I eat it, and it's done. It's like 3 steps, done, meal, good. The idea that you gotta take this metal thing out, you gotta put some shit in it, you gotta pull this thing down, it's satisfying. But after like 100 times, man, I'm not sure it's gonna be as satisfying.
Maybe $1 off. The only difference is this is very aesthetically pleasing. I've actually never had pomegranate juice before, so I'll give it a try.
And the glasses, gone. Boom.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
Oh, you didn't see the thing? Yes, this is an ongoing meme where he fucking yeets his glasses and always has 7 pairs.
Lone Syndicate said No Man's Land basically dude gets a sekai into a world with just women. The concept of a man doesn't exist, and it's a comedy. If I had to make a comparison, it's like Konosuba but with Hadada 10 out of 10.
But like a man doesn't exist at all? How do they reproduce in any way? I have read that one. Huh. How does that happen? How does it become a Hadada? Is it like this guy? Like the only thing I could see like an whole situation from this manhwa is like they're changing in front of you because they think, oh yeah, I do this with girls, it's chill. And the guy's like, what the fuck? That's where I could see the only angle of where that could be like leveraged. You know what? You know what's my guilty pleasure premise for manhwa that I love? I love the whole premise that you get reincarnated into a world with like a gender bender swap essentially. So like all the women have the male roles and then the dudes have the female roles. But then the main character is usually like a variable that kind of pushes against all this stuff. So he's like the only masculine dude in a world full of like femboys or something crazy like that. It's just cool seeing like a bunch of badass ladies all the time fucking locking shit down. It's pretty cool. It's a premise I wish more stories did stuff with. Unfortunately, they do not. But yes. Less Death Star and more Spartan Laser. But why is it such an epic sequence? Bro got hit by a Death Star, so what a great place to pause it. Jesus. That's also crazy they account for like the physics of the impact, the swap. I wonder if he remained fully prone, if he'd be okay. Or that's a no bueno. Also, I thought I'd be seeing more Battlefield clips. I'm not seeing too many, but that's very fun. It's very fun. It's October. Here's some thalassophobia? I don't know what that is. Is it like a never-ending climb? This doesn't bother me that much.
That's a whole subplot. GRINN. Apparently, GRINN in the story, women just end up pregnant after enough time has passed, but not all women end up giving birth.
Okay. Odd, but alright. What is the path of the main protagonist? Okay, I'm trying to envision what the story, like, I know the premise, I just don't know how the hell the, like, story spins itself. I've read that one. Now that you mentioned the plot, I think the woman also turned rabid by his. Okay, so this is full blown H manga. Okay, gotcha. So not only was he kind of he's kind of the power of yes, got it.
Catman11234 said thalassophobia is the fear of deep water, as you'll see.
Oh, has it become that? Oh, does it just waterboard him immediately when he opens this? That's tough. That's a little tough. I got you. Hello, sir. And you drop? Ah, yes, the endless abyss. Something gonna come and yank ya? It's the breathing and all that stuff that fucks me up.
Bolty said, "Ah, you are finally awake."
I feel like this is like a trilogy of horrors. That was amazing. But I think that so much of horror and unease is like audible. Like it's like if you just listen to that completely mute, not as powerful at all.
But GRINN to explain the MC's special power is man basically. He giveth pheromones that triggers women desires for Hadada.
Yes. Dude. I know just tell me what I want to hear about the premise of the plot. But I was gonna say, holy shit, man. It is such a like anime. What is it called? Like the worst version. If you think of like a bad version of a Redditor, Fedora, Izitz, overweight, hates women, all that stuff. It's like this, they're always like getting cologne that like supposed to like naturally pull out your natural pheromones, and it's just horrible. And it's immediately what I think about. I think some dude making the story. It's like, my natural pheromones are just so provocative. Oh my god. But yes, I bet it's a brilliant bit of literary work. I have a fun story, or not a fun story. I have a fun manga actually, that I was reading that wasn't degenerate, wasn't an H manga, but the whole premise was that the lady, basically there's like this giant buff, like thug-looking guy that is basically the protagonist of an NTR thing. Unfortunately, he looks like that. He looks like the blonde hair, tan skin, jacked, malice-looking face, all that stuff. But he's the sweetest boy you've ever seen in your life. He's super wholesome, super sweet. He just got a bad lineage of brothers who were like gang members and shit. He's a wholesome boy, all right? But looks like shit. Looks crazy. Looks giant. All that stuff. So he ends up finding this like psychopath, like blonde-haired girl who looks all pristine and like very, very much an older version of like a college version of the classroom president-looking vibe. And all of the versions is just her basically like wanting him to be a fucking freak, and he's just the most wholesome boy ever. In fact, I will tap in to my absolute holy grail collection called Best Faces, which I use for my videos, and I have a plethora of. Let me see.
Lone Syndicate said my favorite part of the memoir is dude has this orc that joins his party and she's tall girl, small giant basically, and he goes to pleases her and Yano and she's like, I can't feel anything.
What? My favorite part of the manga is a dude has this orc that joins his party and she's tall and small giant basically, and he goes to play. Yeah, and nothing. Let me see, where is it? There's a specific thing.
Bolte said Best Faces entire glossary of Lloyd Frontera.
Yes, that is true. A lot of them are Lloyd. A lot of them are, the first full fucking package is Lloyd. Where is it? Is it this? I think it's this. Yes, this is her. This is her. And this is basically the story of the show, where she looks all wholesome, but she's a real freak. She's a real absolute menace. And this is the dude's hand, so you can imagine how fucking heinous he looks like. I don't remember the name of it, so I did just edge you guys. I apologize. But very fun story. Very fun story. The whole premise is that basically, where like, and it's like the classic rom-com shit, where like it's shit, like it takes a millennia for them to make like, we're now aware that we care about each other kind of bullshit. Meanwhile, we spend like fucking every waking minute. It's weird. Anyway. You get $100 million. Oh, we read this one now. Oh, have we looked back? Are we finally ready to kick up? What's it called? Or is there any memes that we haven't reacted to yet as well? Should we watch one of these? I still haven't made a fucking Instagram. Oh, dude, did I tell you how? Dude, quick pause. I had an absolutely nightmare time trying to fix my shift account problem. So on Borderlands 4... by the way, I'm sorry, you guys have to friend me again. I apologize. That's my bad. Yes. So essentially, what happened was I played Borderlands on Epic Store, so I already had a Shift account. But then as soon as you load up Borderlands on your Steam account, if you don't like link them beforehand, it'll just make a new thing for you. But the issue is that it already knew that my email that I use that's attached to my Steam account is the same that I use for my other Shift account. So that basically when I started up on Steam, it tried to pair to my actual email, but it couldn't. So then it basically like made the other version of my email. It basically did like put a 7 instead of a let's say a 2 hypothetically, which was supposed to be there. So then I didn't have access to the account then. So long story short, I basically had to go into like email fucking, by the way, so annoying that like so much of tech support now or like asking for help is like automated. So you're talking to an AI for like 20 fucking years. Anyway, so I basically had to like unlink my account, quickly log into my other normal Shift account and then plug it in because I couldn't verify. Like I would normally just abandon this and just say, fuck it, I'll just use my Steam account. But I can't validate my email because it created like a rogue email, like a false email. I don't have access to the email. So it was just a real like, oh my God, everything that could go wrong kind of went wrong. So yes, a little bit of troubleshooting aside, we're now, I was able to redeem some of the cool Shift codes. So now we have a skin or two. Was it worth it? It took 4 hours. I'm not sure. It was a rough morning. Did we cover everything to this point? I hate that perk of me just guzzling water. What is this? How I feel in Dying Light 3 when Kyle Crane starts fist fighting volatiles due to dude. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, but like, there's a big thing that happened with Dying Light 2, where like they show Crane, not Crane, the guy who played in Dying Light 2. We have Crane and then we have another guy. I can't think of what his name is, but anyways, the guy who played in Let It Die 2, he becomes like this ultra shredded, violent, like giga crazy super mutant, and it just drives me nuts, man. And like, it's the one thing that I've been wanting, like fucking Far Cry's to do eventually. Just stop trying to make it real, or like just give me like fucking actual fucked up powers. Like give me actual like like make me a mutant. Go back to like the premise of Far Cry. Did I say something else? I meant Far Cry. Go back to the original premise of Far Cry and give me just fucking mutant powers at this point. I hate the idea of none of that. But anyways, yeah, basically it's the opposite of the meme. Where actually no, it is the meme, but it's kind of inverse because it's in the future. Like level that like whenever you get like an OP boss in a gacha game and it's yours, they're like a baby. But we don't get access to the premium one, except it's this, but it's in the future. So we get access to the baby who then becomes a monster, and you're like, why can't I fucking play this time? What the F? Anyways, I'm not sure that makes sense to anybody, but hey. What is this? These are always a gem. So this channel must make hella bank, because these will go hella viral. Sorry.
Lone Syndicate said, side note, I watched an interesting video this week and it was titled Female Gooners Must Be Stopped. And it was this women going over some of the novels that are popular with women, and it's worse.
Oh yeah, I seen the image, I held my cursor over it, and I already knew what the whole video was about, and I entirely agree with it. It's like this whole thing where like, well, I don't really know women who dislike like gooner nonsense. I think what they dislike is like a lack of attention, which often is derivative of like people overly consuming porn and like basically not tending to their garden, tending to the relationship. But I will say it is one of the things that like, if you know how absolutely unhinged female what are they called? They have a specific name, but it's like adult stories basically. It's always like banging a werewolf or like super crazy tones of insanity. Just wild. Be back later. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cat. Enjoy your get together. You're like a little event to your what is it called when you're incrementally? I fucked up 5 words in sequence. You're hanging out with your colleagues and like trying to create connections. Let's just stop overhead. Anyways, you can't really hear it. Repel maidens. Oh, we already seen this. Yes. Also, are these dark elves or are they goblins? They look a little thin to be goblins, but they kind of got the nose and goblin ears. The nose is very goblin-y. The ears could be... I feel like it's got to be a hobgoblin. I don't know if there's such a thing as a dark hobgoblin, but they look kind of dark, but that could just be the coloration of the blue. I'm not sure. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we've reacted to what you guys have wanted me to react to this fine stream, as well as the VR thing that I wanted to show you in the background. No one contributed, whether they wanted to see it or not, so I will just do it despite all of you. Yes. I'm not bitter about it. Yes. Also, we're loading up ZZZ. Guys, wish me luck. God, isn't it not the grossest thing when you see like one greasy fuck off hair in your face like that, and you're just like, yuck. Also, is anyone else here born with like a whole ass head of curly hair, and then somehow magically your genetic code decided, nah, we're not doing that anymore, and you're like, all right, honestly, not upset about it. Honestly, I hear stories about how it happens in the opposite way too, where people basically they like go through puberty and their hair just starts hyper curling, and you're like,
Flufferkin said, it's just the art style. They're elves. I don't think you reacted to the one with the cat and lady on the phone.
Oh no? We'll do that. We're loading up the game. Cat lady with the phone. Cat lady with the phone. Who? What is this? I see an anime one. Which one with the cat thing? I don't think you react to the one with the cat lady on the phone. Which cat lady? I only see this one's new. Do we see this one? I don't know. This one. Cat lady on the phone. I'm not seeing any of them. I don't know. Did anybody come out of here with
Lone Syndicate said
Witch
when
Lady?
I watched the video, I was like, damn. And I thought I was bad. After watching that video, I was like, maybe I am not that bad,
What? Yes. Also, what a crazy. That was amazing. The voice actually added in like laughter affliction. That's crazy. That's like the best one we have for sure. We should just use that one. That was great. But yeah, man, it is. Oh, the React tab. Wait, well, shit. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't do that. That's a bad streamer action. What's in the thumbnail again? What are you? Thumbnails. This live stream. The lady with the cat. All right, so I think that was actually memes. Maybe not. Excuse me when I scroll to find this so we do not commit the sin that is referencing something in the thumbnail only to then not use it. Maybe it was in the meme. Yeah, it must have been the memes tab. Or, no, sorry, it was in the React tab. It was the opposite of what I'm talking about. I think I went to pin and then I went down, I think. Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Maybe not. Maybe I scrolled up. I'm so friggin' impatient, man. I seen it somewhere. We got Nikita's there. We got Lone fighting demons in Borderlands. No! I got it. Oh, it was actually really close to the beginning.
Bolty said way below in Grim.
Yes, I know. I caught it eventually. It was one of the first things. Pause. Let's see.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah?
My cat's locked in. What a beautiful cat.
Yeah, you want to eat? Yeah, no, it's fine.
Me too, dude. I was gonna say this is the one thing you can totally you can check out with dogs. Some dogs you say like leash or out, and their whole body just fucking shocked of electricity.
I wasn't talking to you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can eat. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Man, cats look like a cool time. Is it fucked up that I only want a cat if it's kind of gigantic? Like, I see some of those giganto cats you can get, which are not as big as I want. I want a snow leopard, basically, which I'll never get. But if you can get a jumbo fucking cat, hell yeah. You know what I mean? I also worry that cats have a stench with them. I'm not a cat person, clearly. But I worry that cats have, like, a smell. Sometimes I go into, like, a house where people have, like, 3 cats, and it's, like, it fucking reeks. You know?
We will bring the food later on, and then we can get some rest. Yeah,
it's okay.
Okay.
Flufferkins said
you
dogs
and
in
Dad
shock.
eat?
Topical today, aren't
they? I've seen a little bit of rumbling about it, and it looks real rough. Okay. With that being said, though, as what do you call it? My brother has a Borbal. All right, you guys, a big fuck off animal. Like, you think you know dogs? You don't know dogs. Like, its paws are the size of like 3 human beings' hands. It's insane. It's too much. It's just his whole arm is like fucking 5 inches thick. It's insane. This dog. So like with a normal dog, it's a good boy. Yeah, probably no. You shouldn't fucking like shock the fuck out of that. But if your creature has the capacity to fucking murder someone effortlessly, yeah, I'm not opposed to having a failsafe of we need to fucking get something to stop. We need to create a line in the sand. I also don't agree with you probably should do everything else in spite, like to get up to that point. But I've seen a big enough dog to know, like, and I've had big dogs my whole life, and we never had to really do that. But when now, guys, dogs are not how they used to be, man. Dogs are fucking like, you don't understand. These dogs look like Cerberus, like fucking straight up Cerberus, and I'm saying is insane, crazy big people. I'm curious about your opinion, and I am satisfied. Fluff says, free Kyle is all I'm going to say. Shock is shocking. No, yeah, the context of this definitely fucked up. Absolutely fucked up. But I also, like, I should always explain my thought. My brain jumped to, like, what I've been hearing people say, which is like, oh my God, you can never shock an animal, ever. And I'm just like, buddy, you have no idea. You have no idea how, like, massive a dog is and how, like, yes, you shouldn't, like, fucking, like, harm an animal. Absolutely not. But, like, there's things that are, like, correction where, like, they can, like, lower the charge to be absolutely small. And also, you don't ever, like, anyone who actually trains dogs in any capacity, you never start off with a zap. You start off with a noise. And then the noise triggers, like, okay, I better take whatever's happening seriously. So yes. But I also think that, like, what a surprise. I'm not going to get into it. But anyways. Let's move on. Give me food.
Okay.
Cats look like a good time, especially when you get a cat that's not like a total demanding asshole, which some would say it's like kind of a, rare, but that to me was like, can I make a suggestion like now? Like right now we should eat, just hypothetically, like get my food, but at least there's like, it's phrased like a question, you know what I'm saying? But it says, only thing I don't like about the drama is lying about, well, I'm not surprised that the person lies. So anyways, yes, the vibe I got from that man was not, what an authentic, normal man who believes in things authentically himself. Anyways, but he says, just make them illegal if they are this bad. What are bad? The shock, I was like, yeah, see, again, like, to me, you never really, it's tough. There's some people who fully believe that, like, you should never, like, harm your children, like, or like, harm is wrong word, discipline your child in a way that would be anyway physical. And I would largely believe, like, you should do everything outside of that that you can possibly do. But there's a time when, like, a point of no return where your kid is, like, looking at you dead in the eyes, like, smashing plates in front of you, and you're like, ha! What a little gremlin. We're gonna talk about this later. And then it's just like, guys, I'm not big into any, I feel horrible, but like, you have to figure this out. Okay, I'm not saying you should do anything, but what I'm saying is there's a fucking problem, man. Back in my day, my mom would slap the living fucking shit out of me, so I would not sit, anyway. It doesn't mean we should, like, completely take the worst parts that we experience and propagate it onto everything else in the future. Yeah. Anyways, let us do some wishes. All right. And also, I will have you know, a lot of those slaps I absolutely were deserved. 100%. Being a little bastard. All right. Let's go to get our coffee before I fuck this up. Just make them illegal. They're so bad, or like some sort of animal control. However, I don't get forced a dog to stay still. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. There's a lot of stuff which is like, I mean, this is the last I'll say on it. I have seen this person bring on people or do the things and use people for their own potential gain versus for a variety of reasons, that I'm not shocked that they're like, this dog owes me all of its life. So, yeah. But I'm definitely not anti-shock collar. Like, just to be clear for me. Like, if I could, like, talk about it. I don't think, like, you should be an evil cunt and, like, share your dog with, like, electricity. But I do think it makes sense for its role within teaching an animal. Especially an animal that can cause, like, drastic, violent harm onto another human being. Or animal, for that matter. Yeah. Now, a good trainer won't even need to get it to that point, because you'll train them really young, and all that stuff will be set in motion. So, yeah. Plus, people like dogs and cats, so keeping it on screen is low-hanging fruit to behold. Yes, it feels like a weird, like, equivalent of a guy going to a park with his dog to pick up ladies, or not even his dog, like his sister's dog, or a woman, like, who's streaming, having her tits out, etc. Feels like very similar and akin to that. But yes, I see stuff in the peripheral constantly. Like, I like to be aware of stuff. I just don't like to, like, hear people's, like, intricate thoughts on it, because I could start to see myself start to, how do I phrase it? Like, it sounds kind of weird, but, like, I do believe in, like, pure conditioning to some capacity.
Lone Syndicate said, side note, GRINN Deadly Assault is resetting in about 10 hours. Don't forget to do it.
I can't, I'm so bad at this game. Like, I genuinely mean this. Like, I just have such bad priorities or understanding of the game. Like, I still can't clear that fucking thing perfectly every week. I got two of my things, I got B tier. I just am not good. I also haven't made the right choices as far as power. Like, if I had Astra and all these variables, I would be more strong, more well off. But yeah, so I've like, I think I did the daily assault thing, but I didn't do, I got like A in one of them, and I got B and B in the others. But they also do deadly assault bullshit where like they make it so that like they're resistant or bonuses to whatever the main character is. So sometimes you're just like, your team that did do decent is just absolutely bricked, and you're like, this fucking sucks. I hate the whole like weird, yeah. I mean, it's not that many Prima Gems, so it's not like the end of the world, but it is just like, why can't we have nice things, man? I really love, hopeful for the future of gacha games just being cosmetic. Now, I know we're going to regret that too, because I know there's going to be so many cool fire-ass shit that's going to be like fucking $50, some stupid shit. But at least we can still like play on the field, feels like playing on a balanced playing field. I kind of doubt that. I feel like it's just so tempting to add like one variable that people can spend money on, and it will expedite your process exponentially. And like, see, if you dedicate like 6 months of your life to just doing this, you can catch up, and you can set stuff for free. But I think it's gonna be the first game that kind of doesn't do that. It probably ends up succeeding. At least I'd hope. That's probably not true. Now I say it aloud, I think it's definitely not true. People in gacha games are super successful for a reason. Yes, but anyways. Where
Lone
should
Syndicate
we go?
said they also added a new endgame mode this patch too.
Look at my disgusting scores. A new endgame event? Ooh, what is it?
McFlufferkin said, you haven't moved to the temple yet by the looks. It adds new daily routines, alternatives to the newsstand, and cosmetic unlocks for the Yonkui Summit outfits.
Yikes. That's my bad. You know, I haven't. I haven't progressed to the story yet. I know. I know. I have. It's one of the few things that I think I blame Borderlands, because like whenever I have free time that I want to actually play a game and not just managing my bullshit dailies, it's like I want to go play Borderlands. I'm still farming for a goddamn. I mentioned this on me and Kat's like podcast stream we did, but I basically I did the thing that me and Bolty are both running the mod that like lets you hold a bunch more material within your inventory, so like your backpack's bigger. I think I got like we farmed with Bolty or something like that, and I had like 300 items in like an 80-pound backpack. Or an 80 slot backpack. So then my idea was, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and like keep all this gear, and then use the whatever it's called, like go gadget, or like the passive perks that you can have on stuff. I'm gonna take all the passive perks that I would actually want to use for my one character and just slap them on. So I did that with one of the grenades I had, which was the best, which was the electric grenade I had. But when I did that, because my inventory is so maxed out, I think it just killed the item that I like infused with the perk I wanted, or the buff that I wanted. So I lost that like great grenade. I have one left, thank God. I figured out, oh, my fucking items are just getting deleted. So yes, I'm trying to like get that one grenade back. I have one of them, it's okay, but I just need a fire one or electricity one of the waterfall. But ladies and gentlemen, I saw. Did you reset my guy? What about the store? I don't know, but did the store reset? Can I make a purchase, sir?
McFlufferkin said, I get that. Any free time I have after streaming, eating, and catching up on YouTube channels, I've been playing Absalom, but I try to squeeze my dailies into the stream prep time.
Yeah, that's a good...
Bolty said you use up the item you take the enhancement from.
You use up the item. No, I didn't though. Like, so I specifically was like, no, I'm gonna take this enhancement, I'm gonna put it on this like this legendary grenade I got, and I did that, but then it killed the grenade. Like, I think it's because when it went to make the swap, there was no inventory space in my game. Because in your world, Bolty, I have 300 backpack space, but in my world I have like 80. So I think it was like, yeah, it's one of the few things that like normally things just work. Like if I have like 300 items, I go to my world, I only hold 80. It will still be like, it will be fine. The game won't like snap in half. You just have to sell items or put items away until you reach that like that you get your stuff back essentially. But this is one of the few times where I think the game did actually be like, nope, we broke. And that game is actually really hard to break as far as that's concerned, at least for me, I found. So yes. But ladies and gentlemen, where should we go? Actually, we shouldn't go anywhere. We should play her first to see if she is as hyped as people keep saying she is. But maybe she feels like shit to play. Now, with that being said, I probably should have understood her details and like her kit more, because I don't exactly know the sequence in which you play her. I watch videos on like how to do it. It just doesn't stick in my head at all. So I don't know why. It's like it's one of the few things that my brain just says, "Fucking get away from me." Combos and reactions and synergies. Where are you? Also, I've not touched my coffee at all. We fucked up bad on that. Oh, she's also rerun from here. I never got your weapon, although you are one of the few characters I genuinely regret pulling for. Anyways. Start demo. Let's see. the cute elf girl, who I'm actually really excited for because she reminds me a lot of Clara. And apparently, people are saying that her weapon is actually good enough to where you should probably fucking pull for it, which is like, oh. When Lucia launches a certain attack, she deals damage to enemies within ethereal form. These attacks are divided into Whim and Harmony. Whim includes the 5th hit. Basically, yeah, I know what people are saying her 5th attack is actually where she gets her stack bot from, like her bar full from. All these other things give you the Harmony stats, or the bar filling up stat. And I think when you just fight off field, that stat will burn down. Very similar to the one character I just got as well, or I don't know who it was. One of these characters. Anyways, my nose is starting to get blocked. Chain attacks, ultimates, stuff like that. Harmony applies Dark Break status. Squad members, Dark Break status. Gotcha. Harmony deals damage based on the final hit. A certain amount of percentage. Okay, so yeah, she's a Rupture. She's a Rupture agent, so she scales off HP. Makes sense. But what does she look like? The more I look at her, the more I actually enjoy her vibe.
McCloverkin said, I partially regret pulling for Orphe's engine. Would have gone a long way for possibly getting Lucia and that thank you gift for 180 pulls after this one.
Yeah, I know, man. But Orphe's a solid pick. I think we got 2 really good back-to-back supports. That's why I'm this is a good time to be have stuff to spend. Oh my god. That's a really low camera angle, gang. By default. That's also. That feels like she's definitely ducktailing like crazy, or goat-tailing, I don't know, but that is yes, noticeable.
Bolty said, we suffering from inertia with this one.
I was gonna say, actually, as a person who would define himself as a thigh man, this is a surprise but a happy one. Nevertheless. All right, what do we got? We got basic attack patterns. I just want to see. It looks so cool. It's less summony than I thought. It's more like Destructo Mage vibe. And I imagine her skill is where the real business happens. Yeah, but her one thing happens. Then we can switch to her. Okay, so what? Does she summon random ethereals to come fuck shit up? Or is it whenever I have Okay, so maybe I need to use my EX in order to detonate it? I know it will tell me. But yes. Alright, let's use the thing. I did it, shut up. Bang. It's less summoner and more summons ghosts that are not really there. You know? It's yeah, you summon stuff. Okay. It could just be a fucking fireball and it's the same shit, same outcome basically. Lucia gains dream points when activating Whim and Harmony. When the Whim or Harmony Lucia enters dream state. Yeah. So we want to get her to dream state. It seems really easy to do that. Activating Ether. This affect all squad members. Okay, what does it do? Increases their max HP, which is great for Rupture agents. During the Ether Veil thing, Rupture Ether Veil. Gotcha. Oh my god, it's so complicated. Using this attack, ultimate dream state will extend its duration. Got it.
But now with Banyu on the horizon, I wanted Lucia to buff Rupture. Plus, the cosmetics, even Vivian's outfit, would be nice extras.
Yeah.
Despite not having Vivian yet.
Yeah, is Vivian a paid-for content or is that free? Because I would like to get it.
Lone Syndicate said Lucia is probably tied with Yuzuha as the most fun supports in the game.
Yes! We're twisting the knife for fluff a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, so you can extend her duration by, by using other things during the Ether Veil, Wellspring, or Expial attacks, extend the duration. So that's great. So that you don't have to fuck up or wait until it ends. You can just keep resetting it. Gotcha. Love that. So we can just do some of this, use some of this. And immediately in the special state, start fucking people up like this. I just don't know what's detonating the summon to pop in.
Flufferkin said free if you spend 180 EMTs within the next 78 days or so.
So not free. So not free. Oh, what's EMTs? Is EMT something weird? Is that the currency that I'm thinking about? Maybe it's just currency. While Lucia is in dream state, bonus points to that. Did we already read this?
Lone Syndicate said Vivian's skin you get if you do a total of 180 pulls between this patch and the next patch.
Boo. Yeah, that sucks. It's going to be available after the fact, though, right? For, like, the currency. That's so shitty. I thought they made it sound like we're all getting her for free. But no, it's actually quite the opposite. It's their way of being like, yeah! If you happen to spend an absurd amount of money. Yeah, I don't think it depends how fucking badly we eat shit here. But yeah, hopefully we don't have to get that low. When off-field, inactive character attacks hit this enemy, Lucia will consume points, trigger this, Aftershock, and this become harmony with Lucia. Yeah, I did see that she does buff Aftershock too, so people were saying that she could actually also work with, what's her name? Which is Lilad. But she seems like she actually just works with a lot of people, which is cool. So that she's not a selfish DPS. While in the dream state, press space. I am hitting space.
Leave it to me.
To switch agents. Oh, and then, yeah, it'll just attack for me. I guess that's what we're saying. Gotcha.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Yeah, the limited banner pose. Yeah. What is her special skill?
Wanna play a game?
Lone Syndicate said, I mean, I wouldn't say it's free more, like a bonus if you spend that much, which I like better, honestly.
Really? You what? The fuck?
McClufferton said, I think
better? Better is unhinged.
By the end of 2.4, which would be this and next pack. Lucia, Yudhari, Dylan, and Banyu banners.
Saying you prefer it better than it being free is crazy. That's a wild take. Also, she is doing significantly more damage. Like, she's making this character hit hard, which is cool. I wonder if this character is going to be coming back as, like, the secondary character on one of the banners, because it feels like she would make sense in that regard. Hold down the dodge. Alright. Yeah, she seems, honestly pretty easy. You just switch to her, use her EX, switch back if you want to keep it up. If not, you can just, like, build it back within, like, one EX press. So, it seems pretty good. Maybe that's how they built her, though. And then we'll use you a little bit, too. Sure. Get the Primo Gems for the road. And then we will pull. And then I'll probably, yeah. I know how to use this character. Maybe, possibly, kind of. Yep. No, I got that. We swap characters. Why won't it let me switch? After the fourth basic attack, press this.
Lone Syndicate said I was mainly referring to paid skins that way.
Oh.
I don't have to spend money on the banner, then spend money on the skin. I just spend on the banner and still get the skin.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that makes a little more sense to me. Also, I didn't actually know that one thing she had. So her fourth hit, does it build her like another stack of that thing? So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's the last hit. Huh. Now I get that.
You better not get my dress dirty.
McClufferkins said finishing the new story also gets the free Minato outfit.
Yeah. That one's a little... I'm not very interested in that one. That one's pretty, like, basic. Not basic, it just doesn't seem very interesting.
I'm here.
Oh, Grace. I remember how you were the one character I wanted. I remember how I also wanted Lycan. I will say, this game, it does have quite a big, at least to me, I'm sure not to everybody, but, like, to me, the depreciation on certain characters, like the basic characters, is pretty nuts. Although I guess it's as shite as it is in any other gacha game. Like, same thing as Zenless, or not, Withering Waves. Same premise, where it's just like, well, I don't care as much. Get all the stacks from this.
Okay.
Do your thing, Grace.
This little one is so cute. I'll just explode.
Ooh, Grace's hairstyle with her iconic weapon is sick as hell. We died in a bad freeze frame, but hey, or got punched in a bad freeze frame. That's the one thing that's really cool about my Orphe team and my specifically my Astra team, not Astra, Evelyn team. Where like when you finish your like rotation, like you snap your fingers, bang, and then like kill everything. Like the ending poses are always sick. But ladies and gentlemen, and Lone and Fluff and everybody else, how should we allure the goat?
Syndicate said, I will say I do like the recolor for Minato. It looks better than the base color.
Really? I was surprised. I feel like I like the DMC version of him more. Isn't he just a white? He's just all white?
McFlufferkin said, we need unlocked potential for the standard banners, especially now A ranks like Seth, Pan, and Minato outclass them as far as kits go.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great idea if you like you're saying, you made the you basically made it so that like you can start getting multiple copies of them. Like so, like I think that really makes sense. So like, okay, if we have C6 of this character, then now this starts to become a contender. So like that'd be a way to kind of bring them back into the fold and keep people grinding. But I don't know if they're gonna do that. Where's our boy, Chunky Monkey Boy? Actually, I guess he's not here yet. I just don't see it. But I thought it was just a reskin of his basic color. Oh no, it's right there. I just seen it. Shit. It's the first thing. This. Yeah, I just find I don't know, I think I dig his white one more. His highlighted with his red. Yeah, I think it's just too much white. And I think the black looks good, but white looks a little weird to me. I don't know why. Anyways, where should we go? Where is Goat? Where does one do the pull sesh? Oh, my nose. Do we go to... what realm?
McFlufferkin said I specifically mean the same buffs Ellen and Sanby got.
Oh, I see. I understand. Gotcha. I assumed the right thing. Gotcha.
Lone Syndicate said the green pants on Manitou doesn't match the rest of his outfit. It's mainly the pants that I have a problem with.
Oh, you don't like the army pants? I gotta get the rough and tumble tomboy boy vibe from that. Weirdly enough, where should we go? 6th Street? I don't know the story, so I don't know where she even resides. I probably don't even have access to anything that she is. Where she is. It's definitely not the fucking military site, though. That would be the big pooba. Star Loop? What is Star Loop? Yeah, Star Loop, where Astra is. Totally makes sense she'd be here. I don't know. All right. Guys, life is chaos. This is all a nightmare. Let's do the wishing, all right? Now, as always, you guys have far too much control here, okay? Do we do a single pull or do we do a full pull? Are we single pull Nash or full pull? I'll go off of whoever says the comment first in the chat. I'll be depending on the few people who are still here to push us into the future, essentially. Lone says 10 pull gang is Lone worthy. This is really strong coffee.
Lone Syndicate said 10 pull gang.
Oh wow, Lone is not worthy, but somewhat worthy. Let's skip. What do we get? Ooh, the cactus I already have fully maxed out, but that's still pretty good. Next, Lone says again 10 pull. Well, shit. Now, does that count? Sure. 10 pull again. Oh, I'm gonna start getting into my things. Now, Boti says next 10 pull. Is Boti worthy? Let's see, for a cute, wholesome, elf, waifu-looking person. Is it? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, Jesus Christ. Boti, again, not worthy, but apparently marked for greatness. Because, Jesus. And we got him.
Lone Syndicate said we need Minato 2 Grin.
We got one Minato.
Raid Nade said 10 pull gaming.
Raid. Okay, this is Raid. This is Raid's temple. Is Raid him worthy? Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
So sleepy.
It disgusts me that I have you built. Oh, it's disgusting coffee. Oh, I got a headache. All right, who's next? I will ask you guys once again. Yes. Lone says 10 pull gang. I represent Cat with this one. Fine, Cat with the 10 pull one. Let's see. Is Cat worthy? Not a single I like when Nong's here to be like, we gotta break it up. We gotta pull it back and let's do a couple ones. I'm out here fighting for my life here with a bunch of gluttons. We're like, spend it all, put it all on black. We're getting a lot of purples. Like a lot of purples. So that's cool. And we got What's the West Seth, a character I also we've played so much this game. Anyways, alright. Might I offer you guys at least 10 single pulls because
Lone Syndicate said we're getting A ranks like crazy.
It is true. We are losing
Volty
in a winning
said
way.
Blood for the Blood God. Another 10.
All right. The 10. Okay, but for me next time, this is Bolty. It's Bolty worthy. Ha. Ha. Ah. None of y'all worthy. All right. Anyways, this one is for me. Okay. Am I worthy? First of all, let me get ahead of this. I am not. I got Orphe last time. If I completely burn alive here, is fine. I totally understand. No hard feelings. But it would be cool if I had a little bit of money left over for good old Rock Smash guy.
You know my method. Singles until 70 remains. Tens until 20. Then back to singles as it's soft.
I know, but your method, we've abandoned. It's whatever it is now. You have the power in this moment. I don't know if I'm going to follow a plan. But in this moment, you say something and you get all the credit for it for an amount of time that probably is not a high amount as much as it should be because I move on too quickly. Anyways, this one's for me. A 10 pull, disgusting. I will do another one. That's a single pull, also failure. Where none of us are worthy. This game sucks. Anyways, I'm kidding. But it's one of my favorite things just to be like, this game sucks. Just get a bunch of shitty pulls. I completely throw out months of work and investment to a game. No. Okay. This one is gonna be. Or how are we at? We're at 20. I'm gonna do.
Lone Syndicate said, "Of course I am not worthy. Didn't hear about how my knee K pulls went. Me and Lady Luck got beef at the moment, but surely I win the 75-25 on Lucia's engine."
Ooh, that's something nice. I'm about to say, did you get her? How was the pulls for Xenless, though? I know you got hosed by your Nikita game, but yeah. We're going to do ones. This one's for me, because we're at 20, so we're not quite at... Alright, we'll let you guys decide. What do we want? Do we want to do a 10 pull or a single pull? Guess what? I'm going to be so surprised. It's not what you guys say. Well, first comment I see, we'll do whatever that person says. Let's see. Right now I see Lone's comment about there's a 10 pull by the guy who had the fucking worst luck. So great. 10 pull by Lone. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. When you don't get the zoom or the hesitation, I mean, a lot of purples. So at least we're getting kind of some currency back, I guess. Unfortunately, it's not a lot of Monado. Oh, is this a new one? I haven't seen this one before. Huh.
Flufferkin said, "My brother got Lucia in his first 10 pull, but he didn't remember how much pity he had beforehand."
So it could have been luck, or it could have been just love of the game. All right, I'm making an executive decision. We're gonna do a bunch of single pulls. Okay. We still need to go for the weapon, dude. And we can lose this. Skip. I do wish this part was faster. This is why they like condition you to want to do fucking 10 pulls, because they're just like, come on. Yep, B tier. I think you can usually hear it too when there's something. This is a third. My nose is so runny. Yep. Fuck off. Yep. Singapore. We're at 15. Oh, but is this victory? Or is this despair? Fuck! Shit! Oh, no. We went all the way to pity and lost. We also went pretty deep. We were at like, what is it, 60? 60 something? Maybe like a little under 60. I was at 57 or something. That's unfortunate. That's a real bummer. And it's Kaleido of all people who I have no interest in building. Even if she's good, I wouldn't want it. This game sucks. Anyways, I'm ungrateful, of course. But, okay, once again, do we do single pulls or full pulls? What do you guys want? First comment I see, we'll do whatever that person says. Because life is meaningless, everything is chaos, all that. Single pull once you get to 20, just in case. Yes. 20 pulls. Okay. We'll do that, you selfish cunt. Alright. 20 pulls at the hop. I don't just want 10 Grin. I want an absurd amount. I want 2 turns. Thank you very much. Not great. Not great. We need to walk it off. Is at least Minato the new guy? No, of course not. It's fucking, what's his name? Art. All right. Let's go walk it off. Oh, where's a place that exists? I don't know. Let's go to Baizu. Yeah, I guess. Go. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the fucking Sons of Kaladin thing. Okay. All right. Maybe she hangs out here. I don't know. Oh, all right. Next up, whomever says the next one, let's see what he says. I love these gacha games. They're so, so fun. Oh, I felt that in my soul. Oh my god, it's so great. I love that I honestly, dude, if we were to collectively monitor how many hours I have in this game, it's disgusting. I don't even know what it would be, just like collectively over the course of like year. It's like an hour a day, but like so consistently. Let's see.
Lone Syndicate said I got Lucia in 80 pulls. Won the 50-50. Haven't hit pity on the engine banner yet. Currently about 50 pity in.
You do not get 30
Flufferkin
pulls.
Said, the beach is the most closely associated to the Spook Shack. Otherwise, she studies ethereals, so anywhere near / in a hollow.
Where the fuck is the Spook Shack again? Where's Spook Shack selection? That. Do I not have the Spook Shack available?
Raid Nade said, who did GRINN lose 50-50 to? I was
Kaleida! The little tiny gremlin lady. Not the worst, but not great. Oh, I don't know where Spook Shack is. Am I blind? Is it like pier? Parking lot? Public space? Office? I don't think I have Spook Shack unlocked. Is this it? Surely no. It's just the, let's go up here. Seems nice up there. Oh. Some red-headed tiny child.
Said you suck, GRINN ain't gonna give me 30 pulls, and it's the Fantasy Resort GRINN.
Oh, it is? Okay, thank you. Fantasy Resort. Do I have that unlocked? Thank you, I do. Lovely.
McFlufferkin said the beach. Spook Shack is the faction.
Oh, no, yeah, no. I knew the logic behind why you said to go here. Clever. It makes sense. So here we are. Spook Shack, people. Tiny, spectral, weird elf child. Please come home. All right, Lone does not get 2, but he does get 3. No, 2. Sorry, no, he doesn't get 3. He gets 2. Sorry, he gets 2. Yeah. Also, we're still that behind. Yikes. 1 for Lone. Ugh. At least we're getting a lot of A's, which is kind of like just a cursed sentence anyway. Who cares? You know, at least we got him. Actually, that was cool. Yes. This one's for Lone as well.
Syndicate said GRINN swapped to Minato that may help.
So the guy? Who's the Yamada? Is that the guy? I think it's the guy. We got another Yamada. Are you Yamada?
Take your time.
Yes, Mada.
I'm listening.
Mada. Okay, yeah. Everybody says Yamada, but maybe the M is silent. I don't know. Anyways, all right, Yamada, you grizzled giant guy. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Ooh, he might be a cool character to walk around with. Is he fast? Yeah, I like this. I like the green military pants. Yeah, I don't mind it. The tail is a lot. The tail is like hypnotizing in a weird way. Too much. But Yamada, I just realized I don't have any Spook Shack people at all. So this might be just like a weird. Maybe they hate me. Maybe I'm the problem actually. All right, this one is for me. It's nothing. We already know it's nothing. Wait a minute. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. Woo! What was that? 90 pulls? It could have been worse. I think we did, what was it? We did
said
60 and then another 30?
You're thinking Virgil's katana.
I want to see the intro music. I'm so sorry. Also, I'm so sorry the video's so quiet. Yeah. I feel like people want to hear my heart break every time we fail more than the game.
3 of pool.
That was not. No, don't do that. I gave Lone 2, and then I got myself 1.
I need to call Woo.
I made the call. Did you? I don't know if I don't know if I believe this. Oh my God, we got her. Woo.
You came to the right person.
We got her. Now, question is, do we go for her weapon? I think so, because I hear people say that her weapon is just like.
You need a lift?
I don't need to see the rest. Fine. Her weapon's just that good that we should just go for her weapon. And also, we have a whole nother banner of weight in between this, so we're not going for Squid Lady, which is honestly very cool, but we have to make a choice, and we're going with Big Buff Cyber Guy, which we still may not be able to generate enough. But I think if I spent all my shit, there'd be a little bit better of a chance, but probably not. Anyways. What do we think? Should we go for the weapon? I think we should. From the videos I've seen, maybe Logan
Lone Syndicate
confirmed
said
this.
I am, referring to the fact that I said swap to Matt.
Oh no, that's right. Actually, I completely hands down to Lone. That's entirely true. That was the play. Why the fuck didn't you suggest that sooner, man? Damn it! I hate to be that guy who just cannibalizes the people who are helping him. But so close to greatness. Also, is this the thing? Oh, wow.
Flufferkin said, her visual effects with her W engine is probably worth it also.
Maybe.
Banyu is 3 banners away.
Maybe the game just really wanted me to have a cool outfit for the character I kind of regret getting. You know, maybe that was it. Sure, I'll take this stuff. Well, I don't know what this is. Proxy accessory that can be worn with the proxy outfit's Sour Crane? Weird. So the proxy gets a cool outfit thing as well? A proxy accessory that can be worn with the proxy outfit thing as well? Weird. I do not want the fedora, but okay. Anyways, back to the polls. Are we going for the weapon? Does anyone want to say, no, Grin, don't. It's not worth it. Or should we get ball out? I don't know enough about this game. That's why I always ask you guys. Just 'cause I'm like, I think it's I watched one video and the guy said, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, her weapon is like a fucking... insane. It's not even just that it's a bonus for her, it's bonus for everybody else on the team.
Bolty said do it.
Bolty's a bad influence. I'll wait for one more person to validate. Bolty knows nothing about this game and is like, haha, run up. Like, Bolty, you're an agent of chaos. Our visual effects, yeah, I will say that's the other thing. This game got you by the balls a little bit by the fact that the weapons show off like coloration in a cool way. That was the first time I seen Grace have like that highlight actually in her hair. That was really cool. Her visual effects with her double engine is probably worth it. Also, Bayun is 3 banner. Oh, yeah, right, 3. Right. I thought he was coming. Oh, right, because he's the second banner.
Lone Syndicate
Right.
said, I would say go for the engine. At least you can get Manado's engine, maybe. If not, for Manado for Banyu.
I don't know if I'm going for... Is Manado good? Because I tend to not want to like build characters I don't want to use. I'm not going to use, you know? So I'm not sure. Let it rip. All right. 10 pull or single pull? I feel retarded every time I ask. I feel so stupid. Every single time I ask, I feel like an asshole. But I would ask every time. 1 pull, 10 pull. One of these days, you guys are going to throw me an absolute haymaker. And I'm going to be like, oh my god. Single pull Nash in the live.
Also swap to the girl before pulling.
Oh, okay. Is that the call? What if Monato is the answer? What's her movement options? It is at a comically low angle.
McFlufferkin said she's the main re-only buffer for Rupture. And then you have her good for Yixuan, Manato, Yidhari, and Banyu.
That is true. I also think she's good for Aftershock a little bit. I thought there was some weird, like slight, not great, but like something. Like you miss your characters, then yeah. Because I'm not planning on getting Trigger. And I think she might be able to be like, nah, it's not great, but it's not the worst, maybe. I don't know. It's probably yeah, Trigger's still probably significantly better, but maybe this is just a good patched thing, you know? Maybe she's better than my Gunner Lady. Cat Girl thing. Anyways, 10 pulls headlone. Alright. Oh! No! Damn it! Fuck me! I hit the wrong button. Well, whatever. We got 3. Hey, we got 3 A ranks. Not a loss. That's points. I don't know. I don't think it reimbursed us. That's my bad. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Anyways, back to this. Shit. Anyways, a 10 pull. I said a 10 pull. She can sit on... Alright, unhinged, but I can't say I don't understand it. Alright. 2 A ranks. I will say, we have been, again, as always, we tend to like fail, but we fail upwards, which is kind of not terrible, honestly. We get a lot of purples, which in turn is usually copies of things. Except for this. I don't think we can get copies of this. So yeah, this is pretty up in there. Oh, we got 2 of Manato's. Not bad. His engine looks cool as hell. Looks like an arc reactor type of furnace thing. 10-pull single pull. Imagine if Grin got another Lucia multiple. Apparently her C1's great. So I would have been like over the moon.
Lone Syndicate said, imagine if Grin got another Lucia in that multi.
Yeah, I would have been vibrating. Bolty, I think I'm going to black out from this. I'm just going to completely... Bolty, I think this is Bolty's nice way of saying, just fucking pull a thing. I just end this. Why? Because, man, I don't know. It's a fucking whole process. I don't want to fucking just burn through this and be disappointed. You gotta, like, fucking edge a little. You gotta figure it out. You gotta feel it out. I'll indulge your single pull. Ooh, one Mississippi.
McFlufferkin said current pity would be 7 singles.
7 singles? Oh, I should have pulled. I see. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers always talk down on single pull Nash. Well, it might be true. Let's see. That's the woman. Yes. Finally a win for single pull Nash. Let's fucking go, man. Ha. Finally. Oh, stupid single pull Nash. Always getting the short end of the stick. Alrighty. Good stuff. Now, what is the best...
Lone Syndicate said W-O...
Bang. Oh. Yes.
Ray Nate said, let's go.
Hell yes. I am fucking juiced. I was going to say, what... I do think, like what Fluff said, is we're going to have, like... Basically, we're going to skip this, the next banner. Then we're going to skip another banner, which is the girl who's coming out, and then we get the robot guy.
Flufferkin said I stick to a reliable pull method. I never said singles weren't good.
No, I know you didn't say that. I don't know. To me, I just feel like everyone is always in the chat being like Temple Nash, all that stuff, and I am like, I just wish a single pull is just an underdog, and it's often been wrong. Single pulls have never led me really to much success unless it's forced success because you're singly pulling and then at the highest possible detonation rate. Anyway. I'm a full believer in single pulls when you're at 70. You know, you guys will convince me if we're at fucking 60 pity to not just start throwing pebbles. Anyways, but at the beginning, that's to me, I'm like, I just ripped off Bandit. But I was going to say, we have 12k right now, and we have 2 banners to recoup. I think when we get to the one, maybe he has like really good constellations. I thought it was his second constellation that was good. I just don't know if we should like spend more of our money on the chance of either...
said, you have 3 banner cycles to save through, including what remains of this.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. That's like, to me, I'm like, should I go for one more copy of her? I'm not sure if Lone, do you know the constellations of her really well? Is the constellation one like worth it? Because that's the other thing. Is this thing? Are we close to getting the suit? How many pulls are we at? We can't really see because it's... Oh, wait, we're 148. We're at 40 away from the one thing, from getting the special skin. What do you guys think? Should we go one more of her? And even if we fail, we technically win because now we know we have a guaranteed pity in the future? Or I don't think we have enough to guarantee, but we could go 40. Just enough to get the cool outfit.
Lone Syndicate said the one time I say single pull Grin gets an S rank, this may make me a believer.
Yes.
Not 10 pull gang all day, but I will give the win this time to singles.
Thank you. Thank you. I will acknowledge you also were like, you're the one who did it. But I'm always the one that believes it. You know? But yeah, I can see the logic in it. I guess I can just look it up what her constellation one is. I'm not as familiar as I should be with the character to know. Well, are you? Elf Queen, there we go. Boom. Base skills. Where are your constellations? Where the fucker? They're right here. Cinematic things. Alright. What's her constellation one? Why can't I see it? There we go. Alright, the never-ending journey. When Lucia is inside any ether veil, her attack increases by 2% of her initial max HP. And Harmony always triggers a crit with Harmony damage. Increases it by 30. Does that mean I give my allies this bonus too, or is this only for her? I don't know if that's good or if it only... I mean, the 2% seems... Because it is based off of her max HP. So if she has a shit ton of HP, then I think that 2% is actually pretty good. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just taking
Lone
her
Syndicate
max HP
said only
damage.
for her.
Only for her? But okay, yeah, maybe that's all it is. Harmony always triggers and can be triggered for this. When Lucy is inside her attack journey is there. Okay. Yeah, so maybe that's just not worth it then. Maybe we should save. It's a shame that we're so close to the damn thing though. You know? We're so close to the cool outfit. I don't know what the right answer is. Definitely don't want to go for another copy for weapon. Oh, that's something I could do. That's a kind of a nice power gain. I could go for what's her name's weapon.
This weather's perfect for
I could go for her weapon that I don't still have.
Never turn down Lord Phaeton.
I have this piece of shit, which is probably why she's not functioning as well as I want her to. That might be a smarter choice.
Good day, Lord Phaeton.
What do you guys think? We have 12k left. I just think that's quite a lot to leave if we're like skipping 3 banner cycles, you know? I feel like it's... I don't know, because that team's already kind of fine, but actually no, it's starting to... I wasn't able to clear it on the highest difficulty of the Shio defense. I mean, I think it's also just because they didn't have any like ice buff this time around. Shit. I don't know. Also, I haven't lived up fucking the Oni girl still to this day, which is a big stupid shame.
McFlufferkin said, you could go for Vivian's engine, or save for Ban Yu, as the gift will last until end of his banner.
Oh, it will? Oh, okay, then I don't even need to worry about it, because that was the only thing that was compelling me to do that. Okay, yeah, then I think I'll wait then. I think I'll wait, because then I could always... I mean, I don't know. I don't really like... I don't know. This would be a smart idea to go for her banner, I think. But I would rather have, like, the hyper safety net to get a robot guy and... the other stuff, and maybe he has like a character that he's gonna need to integrate with that makes him like perfect. I don't think so. I think he does seem like he's a character that's made by Lucia and another character, the Tiger Girl. But maybe they introduce another like stunner person that's perfect.
Lone
for him.
Syndicate said, I will say Lucia might be the highest hitting support in the game now, so could be a good pull. For example, I saw my Lucia hit for up to 50k on her skill and 600k on ult, and I don't even have engine.
600k on ult? Damn! Oh, you'll still have engine? Fuck.
Said, every banner is about 21 days, and the gift has 78
78. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so we have plenty of time. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this stuff. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. We will actually... I mean, I did have a lot of pulls at 35 with some change of like single pull wishes, so we did make out pretty good. I think we spent around like 90. Oh, no, not 90. We went to like 60, I think. 65 maybe, and then we... No, I think we were at like 68 maybe. Anyways, then we spent like I think 30 or 40 more. So we didn't spend too much. At least we walked away with both things. So I'm pretty content with that. But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, this is the part that I think is quite boring, which is me like dumping points into this character and seeing if I did prep enough, which I probably didn't because I tried to. I was always a fuck up on stuff like this, which yeah, I definitely don't have enough upgrade points to do this. Damn you. I did get enough attack points that I think. Let's see. Talking a mad game only to eat shit and die. Yeah, promote. Come on, baby. Promote. One more. All the way. Oh, no. Damn it. Damn it. Well, that's what we're spending our points today.
Lone Syndicate said this not boring, this part is honestly more fun than the pulls themselves.
Really? Oh, I find that to me it's all chance-based. This to me is the thing where I'm like, oh no, oh I didn't prepare enough, oh fuck, what do I do? Oh, I need to get more points, oh shit. This I definitely did. This it was the last thing I was like, oh shit, I forgot. Because we can farm for this, right? Yeah. But now I don't have the weekly bonus. Oh no, eventually. I think it's this is when it starts asking me for the weekly. Yeah, son of a bitch. What is the thing I should start upgrading? To upgrade suggestions, that, and then the skill. That makes sense. I also think that her basic attack is something you kind of want. I got enough of these. This is the first thing I checked off the list. I don't know why it is. Yeah. Also, I need to just have enough friendship points where I can have like endless points of that. All right, what is it? Upgrade points. Alt makes sense. That surpasses the punchy punch. I guess her punchy punch is only there as a function to get you her bar full. It doesn't like the damage that she's doing.
Lone
Probably isn't great.
Said, I mean, it's all farming at the end of the day, similar than when you farm on Borderlands.
Yeah, I just feel like you're just looking at a static screen with numbers going up. Maybe that's fire, but I feel like it's a little bit like, oh my god, show me some like combat. Whereas Borderlands, to me, I feel like is quite. I find it satisfying to watch because like when someone's like hitting headshots and shit and like their builds popping off and doing crazy shit. Maybe you see the build enough, it gets boring. But there's some builds that to me, like, maybe I'm wrong, but like when I see like Moe's, her splash build, just because it's like a sea of colors, god damn it, my money. So no, I did not prepare enough, unfortunately. Especially with the money. The money thing is a big issue. Big yikes. Where is it? There. Equip. Bang. Good stuff.
McFlufferkin said try Minato out. You might enjoy his gameplay and have a taste of Fire Rupture before Banyu.
Ooh, Fire Rupture, okay. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Where are you? Oh! I was about to say, why the fuck has this not even activated? Or pause. How the heck? Latent power activate. Yes. Yeah, I was wondering why this wasn't auto put on. Master Soldier 8 Ambi complete the potential activity. Okay. Let's check out the changes. Oh, that's how you change it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Core passive expanded Silver Star changes this. Gotcha. Click anywhere to continue. Gotcha. I did watch a video breaking down her. She basically stays relatively the same, except for like she has like animation cancels, I think is a big variable, and she just does more damage. And she's easier to put on marks. Like I think when other characters that do aftershock damage, they can also increase the mark put on gain, which is really nice. I think. Additional ability expanded. Yes, aftershock stuff good. But maybe it was auto on. Basic attacks new effect. Gotcha. That's a third hit. Ground flash. This enemies grant voltage overload effect. Gotcha. Yeah, her swap thing. Chain attack was pretty good. Azure Flash has a new specific bonus. Okay. Please note, after potential activation, you can
said they make it so you can play both versions of Sanbi, if you somehow prefer it.
Yes. Next, Master, please look into your detailed things. So maybe it was always on. Yes. Is that what it's showing? That it's like, yeah, I seen that like crazy Beyblade like thing. Also, man, she just looks like she's just so much more silky now. With like applying so many more attacks, like her weapons have range, like her attacks always felt a little distant. That's not true. That she magnetized onto people, so you didn't actually notice. But it's cool to see her actually have like some AOE, especially for fighting like multiple targets. Very cool. I don't know if she's good. I think people said that she's like a solid A+ or A tier, I think, but not like some crazy next like new meta type thing. I don't think. But I'm happy with what that is. Yeah, sure, she also has the dodge difference. Basically, it seems like do everything the same. Like, so if you dodge stuff good, you get better effects, build more stacks. I don't wonder what that zoom in for thing is. I also think she has like a berserk state now. I think that's her whole premise now. Maybe the latent potential was already auto turned on. Activate potential on. So I assume that she's ready to rip. So maybe she was always on and I was just being a dum-dum. Possibly. Maybe I had to activate that first. I don't know. But new skill preview, that's what that is. Gotcha. I wish we could go and play her in the test arena. But let's do what Fluff said, and then we'll probably just go grind for some cash or XP points. And then I will play a little bit of that one character just to see. Alright, Mr. Man. Mr. Wolf Boy. Let's see how he functions. He does look cool. Also, his weapon makes him look even cooler. Hold this to activate the ashes. Yeah, I heard people saying he's very much like Virgil. Or not Virgil, sorry, Nero from Devil May Cry. Sacrifices consumes his HP. Yeah, we're getting a lot of health consuming characters, which is also why Lilica, or like the character we just got, is really good. It's because she also provides like an AoE healing circle, which is really good for the upcoming guy who like cannibalizes his own health as well, or Amato or whatever his name is. Honestly, it's probably a really good banner to just, like wish on if you were just starting out, because you're getting a decent, what seems like DPS, as well as a character that synergizes perfectly with her. Until the threshold reaches this molting edge state. Gotcha. I just want to kind of feel him out. I'm not sure if I want to be perfect and play all of them, but he does look cool.
Fluff said he literally has a Nero signature move. You'll see soon.
Ooh. It's just one hit. It feels slow. Anything like hold combat? His kick is weird. Anyways, hold that to launch a special attack. Got it.
Watch and learn.
Okay, yeah. That's a classic Devil May Cry thing. You can juggle people. Kind of a little bit. Okay, so that builds up that. Is that his heat bar on top? So if I do this again, yeah, it heats up the thing. Got it. After activating defense, assist. Yeah, you said the ground pound thing. That's pretty cool. Accumulating blaze. There's assist, follow up that repeatedly. Press that. Okay, so when I switch to him, is that what happens? Or can it happen any other way? No, it's especially a
Lone Syndicate said, I tried Manato in Hollow Zero, and he's so cool. Imma build him too.
Ooh.
He gets my seal of approval.
Ooh, and it builds up a decent amount of stun. See, I like that. That way he's not just a DPS. He seems like he's also can have like stun capacity. I wonder if he's good with Caesar. Probably not, but yeah.
Nowhere to run.
All right, that's kind of sick. I don't know if I did that right, but that was pretty cool. So you're not supposed to basic attack with him. You're supposed to like charge up your shit, then go to town.
Watch and learn.
I never got to see what his ult is.
Running away? Too late.
Ooh. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Take this.
We have our ult. We have our thing finally.
Slice and dice.
We also switched to Big Boy. And the character I wish I had. Oh, wait, no. He switched to the character I didn't want. Oh, no, I don't. That's not the same. I thought it was the one character with the umbrella. It was not.
Catman 11,234 said, what up,
What's
Grin?
good?
Back from my event, somehow found me a shiny Pokemon and a recruiter for high-tier candidates.
Ooh.
How's the stream?
That sounds like a hell of a productive thing. Oh, I see. I'm hurting myself every time I do that. Got it. That makes sense.
Lone Syndicate said he wouldn't be good with Caesar because Caesar gives attack buffs and Rupture agents.
Oh, he's
want
ruptured.
age
Okay,
buff.
okay. I didn't click in my head. Stop switching to the one character. I really just like that it auto switches to the character like that. I would rather just have control. It's not that hard for me to go backwards or forward if I need to. So I deal damage to myself when I... Oh, but I heal when I use my EX. I see. But if I do this... Why does he hurt himself all the time? So that does kill me. Yeah, that's tough. I'm gonna die with this character.
Breaking through. Not done yet.
Bang on.
Hurry up and attack me. Oh, I wanted to do a special thing. I wonder what his like chain attack thing is.
Not giving up, huh?
Pretty cool. That's pretty. Very cool. I don't know if I've never loved like people who play with their health in that way. It's like unnecessary risk for not a very good amount of gain. Often, but
Flufferkins said Hu Tao in her isekai in her werewolf arc.
A little bit. I did like the combat. I didn't love. I feel like it's always weird. Like I didn't see like astonishing damage from him to validate the fact that I'm like eating the hell out of my health often. So it's a little weird. Again, maybe that's because he's like theoretically able to do like 5 S rank damage, but he also is killing himself. So maybe that's a variant that like that's how they balance it. I don't know. But I don't know if I love the fact that he's seemingly taking a decent amount of damage. Or like he's consuming his own health by like just using his weapon. Maybe that's how they distinguish Soldier 7, which apparently is also going to get a rework. So yes. Or not Soldier 7, the Fire Girl. I think it's Soldier 7, but I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go do this. I mainly need... I guess I could just open up my thing first and go about it that way. Not you. No, I need to go to my agent, sorry.
I'll protect you from
Lone
any
Syndicate said Minato is a bruiser-type character. He does more damage based on the lose of HP and Grin.
Oh.
This is the trial run. Of course,
Yeah.
the damage is not going to be there.
That's true.
Trial agents
They
suck.
do. They do.
Catman 11,234 said I told him, man, I am about 5 years from high tier, but I'll take your card. And he goes, people say 10 years, so I like your attitude. Here's hoping.
I gotta catch it. What exactly is this? Cat says, what's up, Grin? I'm back from the event. Somehow managed to... somehow found me a shiny Pokemon in a recruiter for high-tier candidates. How is that...
McFlufferkins
What does
said
that mean?
Caesar's shield helps
What does that
protect
mean?
his HP drain. But so does Pan and his healing, or the Spook Shack Bangbu that heals.
Yeah, I could see that, especially Lucia. I think that's like the main thing that she. Well, I'm not sure main thing, but I think she's going to be more of what people want because she puts in like an AOE circle heal. It slowly heals rather than like a burst healing, which I think burst healing is always really weird because you're like, am I getting that much value of it? But if it's a slow regen, then I think you can kind of validate the
G-Red
testing of it.
Probably won't stay long, but hey.
What's good, man? Hopefully you had a great week, buddy.
Lone Syndicate said also, when you get a chance, check out Manito's menu animations, dude farming so much aura in his second one.
And his what? And his what? One sec.
Right on cue.
Alright, damn. Well, it's always easy, but still. Okay, you say, when you get a chance, check out Monito's menu animations. Oh, like when you swap them back and forth? Hell yeah. Is it just like straight up Nero stuff where he's like, look at me, muscles, body, crazy?
Catman11234 said in the work world after a certain point, you no longer can get a job by only applying. High-tier candidates are a network of recruiters you need to be allowed into.
Oh.
Unspoken rules.
Oh, okay. Weird. High-tier candidates are a network of recruiters you need to be allowed into. Weird. And you got in? You somehow threaded that needle? Also, guys, I might finally be able to use my 2,500 points of energy. That might be why I don't have enough money and supplies. So we theoretically can get her up to snuff, I think. But should I do that tomorrow? I kind of would want to. I don't know. I always don't like to show like the grinding the character up because I find it to be boring. But maybe if people don't find it that bad, maybe I should try to get her artifacts going.
McFlufferkin said Minato the first A rank to get a teaser animation, and boy is it a thirst trap.
Ooh.
Lone Syndicate said, you disgust me, GRINN, every time you show me things like that.
Listen, man, I want to play Borderlands. I got to do my minimum and then leave, all right? I told you I ain't shit. When I was telling about my polls saying I deserve 10K, I absolutely do not. I am barely here. Oh, I didn't mean that. Well, fuck. Anyways. This agent...
Catman 11,234 said, no, I didn't get in. He just said he liked my attitude, LOL. I'll have to call him in 5 years and see if he even remembers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I feel like people oftentimes don't like... Yeah, there's always going to be that outlier, and I think you always have to perceive yourself like that outlier. I remember hearing this thing that was a long time ago. It was basically a person saying that, like, if you actually look at, like, what you would need to do in order to become like a millionaire, for say, or like whatever, 100 millionaire. Like basically in an auditorium filled with like 100 people, one of which might be a millionaire. In an auditorium of like 10,000 people, there might be one person that's actually possesses $10 million. So the idea is that, like, if you think about it like that, you need to be the exception out of all of those people in that auditorium if you wanted to say, let's achieve that goal. So when I think about something like that, to me, a part of me wonders and thinks, I think you're always better off thinking about, like, how would I become the exception out of all the people this person interacts with? And this is kind of where you come to, like, the foundation of, like, people getting into a group that they maybe shouldn't have access to because they're not at that level, which is like giving favors away and stuff like that.
Give me your account, then give me a list of things to farm ID. Have it done in an afternoon.
Lone says, listen, GRINN, just give me your account. No, to me it is like resin is always a reflection of like gameplay, so I don't want it to be gone. It's just one of those things that I'm like, I don't know, I kind of don't need it right now, so I won't do it, but eventually I'll do it. And then this is like the fallacy of like, what is it called? Of upgrading? Not upgrading, sorry, I'm upgrading right now, so my brain's thinking of upgrading. This is like the fallacy of like me hoarding stim packs in Fallout, which is like, one day I'll use it, and I'll have a use for it, but then I never do, because yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I might try to upgrade a little bit, specifically in the way of, like, the thing that I always find not very fun is this, artifact rerolling. So I might do the artifact rerolling myself, but then I think maybe tomorrow that's what we'll take a chunk away. We'll try to, like, level her up using my, like, 1,500 resin to get the rest of the stuff I need. And then we might do a little bit of the events and such. And then we'll move over to some Borderlands. And then, not sure if you guys are excited or not, but we'll be doing that on Friday. Oh, no, sorry, not Friday. Today's Friday. No, today's Thursday. On Sunday, we'll be we'll go ahead and playing Deathverse. And then maybe very quickly abandoning ship and playing something else after we've played it, because I'm not sure how long the demo is going to be. But, yes.
Lone Syndicate said, AWWW, I love rolling artifacts.
I hate it. To me, it's like a consistent disappointment thing. And it's always sad, because it's also in this game, it's weirdly like mathy, because like I kind of find out, like, okay, well, I have 4 here, and I have 2 for this set. Well, shit, I don't have any versions of that, so I have to swap up my, like, elemental one with this. But that's shitty because I don't have any good ones in regards to this artifact set, so I gotta use the other one. It's just, to me, it's like, I miss the days of Genshin, which was really simplified, which is like, just roll an artifact. If it goes into crit damage or critical rate or attack percent, it's good. If it doesn't, it's shite, and that's it. Instead of being like, well, I gotta manage 5 different variables, and it's just yucky. It's too much bullshit. It's too much of the mini game of like, tiny numbers go up type thing. But alas, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for spending some time with me. Almost lost my green screen. Tomorrow, we will be playing a little bit of ZZZ and a lot more Borderlands, probably. But yes, probably a lot more Z's. We'll see where the wind takes us. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to also forward to Fluff. Hopefully Fluff is still streaming. I think he's streaming a fun... I forgot what it was. It was like a weird... Oh, Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Oh, no, it's no longer Baldur's Gate. It's just the thumbnail's Baldur's Gate. It is, in fact,
Great
Mafia.
stream, Grin.
Fluff is streaming good old Mafia, which is definitely a weird and strange game. Where is... Is it... It's in there. Stream settings, edit, chuck the customization thing in there, redirect, poppity boopity.
Lone Syndicate said, wonderful stream, Grin.
Thank you guys so much. I love talking to you guys, catching up with your weeks and everything you've been through. Also, I love hearing about all the positive things you guys had going on, as well as some of the bullshit.
Royalty, said Yakuza. But you almost hit the point.
Yakuza, but you almost... I'm sorry, that's my bad. I fucked up. If I said something wrong. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I can see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for your time. Also, we lucked out this time. This was like a net positive wishing session, so hells to the yeah. Also, have a great day. Hope I can see you tomorrow. And goodbye for now, my friends. Also, go give Fluff some attention. Go talk to him. Talk him up. He's a great time. Thank you kindly for your time. And goodbye for now, my friends. Also, there's a bonus video on Kat. If you click Kat's profile, it'll take you to our podcasty stream. So if you wanted more content as filler, that's that. All right, great, bye.